yo, 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 yo. Top of the top, my people. Good morning, everyone. Yes, sir. It is the 16th day of February. It is Monday, 8 a.m. We should always start this off by thanking the big man upstairs for seeing another day, another hour, another minute, another second, be able to breathe, open up our eyes just to see another day in life. Safe travels to everyone out there that is moving around. If you're moving, I know a lot of y'all are off at school, but if you are moving around, parents, wherever everybody is going on this cold Monday, warm Monday, wherever the weather is, please safe travels out there to wherever you're going. I hope everybody is also feeling blessed, appreciated, and thankful for seeing another day and with knowing with him all things is possible. If you're just coming in for the first time, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Pass the word on. That just is the place where we have boxing talk. We have real conversations. And we stick to whatever topics we want to stick to. This week is fight week. Carissa T-Rex Shields versus Franchon Cruz. We're going to talk about what happened with the FA job of Charles Martin. I wasn't present to see it, but we're going to get into that. So let's go and get into it. So if you're coming in for the first time, welcome. And even if you're not, welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. Brother Free. You got my sis with you. What's up, Free?
What's going on?
Well, you ain't got no hat on your head. It's cold as hell outside. Free, what the hell you doing, man?
I ain't outside.
I know you ain't outside, fool. Where your hat at?
In my pocket.
Shoot, this. You know what?
I don't walk around outside. I got a vehicle.
Oh, you trying to be funny, Free? Is that what you trying to be, Free?
No, I'm being
serious. You are trying to be. You trying to be funny, sir. That's what you're doing. You're being funny.
Same reason you see me with my coat wide open. I ain't got no hat on. I don't walk around outside. I be in a vehicle.
You trying to be funny. What's popping though, Free?
Nothing.
How's my girl over there? Tired?
Sleep. She ain't tired.
Oh.
She sleep.
Hey, did she ever recover from B-Day?
Yeah, she did.
Oh man. Hey, listen, I love Vic, but it was funny to watch that shit. I'm sorry. It was funny to watch that. That was I laughed my ass off. But I'm glad y'all enjoyed yourselves though. That was the first time y'all went to that place, or you been there before?
No, we've been to Dave & Buster's plenty of times.
Oh, that's right. You said Dave & Buster's. That's right. Damn it. I forgot. I don't know why I was thinking of something else. I haven't been to Dave & Buster's since Jesus Christ. That's probably like, oh God, what was it? Maybe before COVID? Maybe after COVID? Oh man, we took our grandkids there one time, I think. Then I think me and Tiff went. I think the first time me and Tiff went, we went alone. And I didn't know that they had a bar in there, right? Because I never really dealt with Dave & Buster's. Before Dave & Buster's came around, the only place I participated in where there was kids was Chuck E. Cheese. That was the only place I participated in. So when I seen that it had a bar where you could drink and watch your kids play, I said, oh man, this is a recipe for disaster, but I'll take it.
I'm trying to remember, did Dave & Buster's come before ESPN Zone or after?
I think it came after, because when matter of fact, excuse me, take that back. I said Chuck E. Cheese, right? Take that back. There was a place called DZ Discovery Zone. And after that broke out, then Chuck E. Cheese. After that broke out, Chuck E. Cheese came around. I don't know how far David Buster's came behind that, but it was DZ Discovery Zone, which it was like what you see with Chuck E. Cheese. Then Chuck E. Cheese came around. Then I don't know when David Buster's came. When David Buster's came, I was like, I don't even know what this is. But the one on 42nd, that's here. I don't know about no other one over the world, but I know the one here, boy, they be getting tore up down there. But you won't fight down there.
Chuck E. Cheese been around for a long time. Chuck E. Cheese was around when I was a kid.
You know what? I think what it was, if it was around that long, DZ Discovery Zone just died out, and people just got because I don't really remember going as a kid. I just remember, like I said, the DZ Discovery Zone, and then eventually, by the time Chuck E. Cheese, I was introduced to it, I was already getting older, so it was on some, man, I ain't going that shit. That shit's for kids. You know, you get to be a teenager, you like 14, 15, 16, you like, I ain't going to no damn Chuck E. Cheese. Take my little brother there or something, but I ain't going to that shit. You know, we want to do the movies in the skating ring. That was more of our level. Vay, I see you out there, Vay, my Alabama/Cali sister. All right, let's get to it, man. Please enlighten me, Brother Free. What the hell happened in the Charles Martin and F.A. Jabba?
What happened? What was supposed to happen? Charles Martin got knocked out. The man, 39 years old.
Whoa. Did he get like knocked out, like knocked on his ass, or he got slept?
Well, he got dropped twice, and then the referee just stepped in and was like, "Nah, you can't continue."
Damn, Charles.
The second time he got knocked down, he got knocked down in the third round, and then he got knocked down in the fourth round. But when he got knocked down in the fourth round, F.A. Jabba went and stood over top of him and started saying something to him. And Charles Martin said something back like, "Man, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here." It was funny because Charles Martin is sitting there laying on his back, but he was still talking shit. I'm like, no, you ain't supposed to do that right now. You're supposed to be.
Hey, hold on. Time out. So he went for getting hit with one punch to pausing because somebody might have called his name in the crowd to get knocked down and talking to the opponent that knocked him down on his back.
Yeah, the nigga was talking shit and pride someone, man, no, he all right, he's still talking shit. I'm like, that nigga is done.
But you're not supposed to do that you ain't supposed to do that when you on your back. That's crazy.
Oh, it was funny as the most. Pride someone,
I know your ass was laughing. I know you were dying.
I'm sitting, because we calling the fight live, so I'm sitting there like, oh shit. Pride someone, I'm like, man, that nigga done. What are you talking about? He all right. He's like, no, he's still talking shit.
So my question is, what round are we talking about here? Are we talking about late or early?
Fourth.
Fourth round?
The fourth round. It's the fourth round. The first two rounds, Charles Martin looked good. He was winning. He won the first two rounds, and then round three happened, and it was curtains. F.A. Jabba said, all right, I had enough. I had enough. He hit that man with a straight punch right in his mouth. That nigga Charles Martin dropped.
Oh, my God. All right, we got you, babe. Oh, man. 4 rounds? And then you on your back talking shit? So F.A. Jabba standing over him, and Charles Martin is looking up at him, talking shit to him. He's talking shit back.
Yeah.
At this point, does he realize that he was? That's crazy.
What happened was F.A. Jabba hit him, and Charles Martin kind of like stumbled back and fell down. So F.A. Jabba, instead of him going to the neutral corner, he walked up on Charles Martin and leaned over and started saying something to him. And Charles Martin was like, "Baby, you get the fuck out." It was funny because I'm like, no, you laying on your back. How you gonna be talking shit? And you the one laying on your back.
I'm trying to. I gotta go back to see this shit. I hope they'll let me see it. I gotta go back to see a
Yeah,
clip of this shit.
if you got Zoo for boxing, I mean, if you got Paramount, you'll be able to watch it.
You know
They
what?
let
I don't think I do. That's probably why I didn't even watch it last night. I was on my Black History shit last night. I was watching a lot of movies from back in the days and shit. I'll
I
have
mean,
to go
if you,
get.
I mean, they probably got the highlight on YouTube.
I want to see the. I just want to see. I don't even want to see the whole fight. I just want to see him standing over him. That's the
Yeah,
shit
that's
I
what I'm
want to
saying.
see.
You probably see that. You probably see that on YouTube. You probably see
So,
it.
so y'all calling the fight live as this is going on. So I know you probably bust out laughing. I know you lost it when you saw that. Because did he stand over him? Did he stand over him, or did he just like lean down and started talking to him?
No, he stood over top of him. He walked up and stood over top of him and said, something. You know how Devin Haney did Brian Norman? That's what F.A. Jabba did.
Or did
F.A. Jabba walked up and stood over top of him.
Like Muhammad Ali did Sonny Liston?
No, it was worse than that. Muhammad Ali, Sonny Liston, he was kind of like standing back. No, F.A. Jabba walked up and stood over top of him.
So he walked like he was in that man's space.
And you see it was Charles Bond like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Oh man, get the fuck out of here, man. Get up off me, man. Oh man. Damn, man. You know what? I had some. It's gonna sound crazy, but I had some hope for old Charles, man. Not saying he was gonna make this big ass comeback, but I had a little hope for the brother, man. Damn it.
I ain't had no hope for no dag. After I seen him get beat up by daggone Big Baby Anderson and then get stopped
Oh
by
yeah,
Louise
Yeah,
Ortiz, I ain't
yeah.
had no hope for Charles Martin. I'm like, he ain't beating no F.A. Jabba. Brian Summers like, yeah, he can outbox him. I said, dog, he's doing too much moving. He's a heavyweight. He's not going to be able to keep this up for 10 rounds. He's doing too much moving. He's like, all he got to do is keep doing this the entire fight. I said, yeah, we're gonna see how long this lasts.
I guess F.A. Jabba said.
3.5 rounds.
I guess F.A. Jabba said, I ain't got all night. I got shit to do.
That's going to last at 3.5 rounds.
That's crazy. Did he even see the punch coming, or did he just catch his ass off guard with it?
Man, it was at one point, this man, Charles Martin, was out that joint swinging like a little girl. He was just throwing punches. I'm like, this nigga, he just throwing. He's like, I hope one of these joints land. He was just throwing. He was out that joint just throwing everything. He was getting beat up. I'm like, man, this man is getting beat the hell. I'm like, the referee, hey, should I stop it right here? No, I mean, he throwing punches.
Should I stop it right here?
No, he's still throwing something. No, it was funny as hell because I swear to God, he looked like a daggone kid in a pop was just saying, man, I'm gonna go for broke. This nigga beating the hell out of me. I'm just gonna go for broke. And he just started throwing punches.
So
and
he basically
everything was missing.
Oh man, that's crazy. So at this point, this man was just swinging to survive.
Oh, hell yeah. That man got hit from one rope to the next rope.
No, not from one rope to the next rope. Damn, man.
It got funny as a mug in the fourth round. I'm like, dog, this nigga brought up so. Oh look, he caught him. I'm like, this nigga is getting his head beat in. This man get his head beat in. I'm like, Bryce, I know you room for him because he's American, but this man is getting beat down.
But you got to be real with yourself.
He was winning until he wasn't.
I mean, a lot of fights has been like that where fighters will be winning until they're not anymore. Till it's that one round where they get hit with some shit and they don't come back from it.
Right.
But hey, man, shouts to Charles, man. maybe Charles. The scary thing about people like Charles Martin, though, guys who don't know when to sit down, that you'll think after that they go, all right, that's it for me. The next thing you know, they back in the mix of things. It's crazy.
Yeah.
No, because Illy, you'll have to see why he's tickled, though. You have to see why D Freeze tickled, because some shit happened last night
that shit was funny. I swear to God. If y'all never watched boxing before, and this was the first time you ever seen Charles Martin, and we tell y'all that this man used to be a heavyweight champ, y'all be like, man, who the hell did he fight? He
No,
was
hey,
out
listen.
that joint looking like a schoolgirl just throwing punches. I was like,
y'all, listen, I hate to take it back to the tape. I hate to take it
where
back
the
to the
form go?
tape. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Sometimes you have it. You used to have it, or you never had it like you thought you had it. That's not a shot at him. I'm just speaking, and I spoke about this the other day about sometimes shit happens, man. The scary thing about fighters like that is that a lot of them end up being the gatekeeper. What's going on, Mike?
This nigga went from being a hellified heavyweight boxer in round 1 and 2 to that whole form just went out the window when that nigga got punched in the mouth. He got one punch in the mouth and sat him down, and the form just left. He was like, oh, hell no. I'm just going to throw these punches.
Sometimes, sometimes I don't want to say boxing. Sometimes your body, no matter how much in shape you think you are, or how much you still think you got left in the tank, sometimes it's just not there anymore, Free. And that doesn't take away.
It was there. It was there. He just said, nah,
No,
you're not going to hit me like this.
No, what I'm saying is there's levels to certain shit. It could be there for you, or but it's just, I don't know, man. And then
No,
nowadays
he was looking.
you gotta,
He was real good. No, you
stop,
gotta
dude.
understand. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch the fight. No,
stop laughing at that man,
gotta
please.
watch the fight. No,
Free, stop laughing at that man.
Fight.
Stop laughing at that man, please.
No, listen. You gotta watch the fight. Round 1 and 2, he was looking like the old Charles Martin. The man was boxing on his toes. He was looking real good. One punch, all that shit went out the window. He said, man,
right?
fuck.
But it depends on what's that one. I mean, it shouldn't matter, but sometimes it's the one punch that you can get hit with, whether it's in the back of your ear or whatever it is.
No.
What did he get hit with? What did Charles get hit with that took him out of his game plan?
I just told you, one punch in the mouth. It was a straight shot.
Oh, it was just
right
a straight
in
shot
his
to the mouth.
Yes, he sat down off a straight punch to the mouth. That man sat down, and that whole boxing ability went out the window. He said, man, fuck this boxing shit. I'm just gonna throw punches. This boxing shit ain't working. That shit went right out the window.
So he literally punched him in his mouth. You know how you tell somebody, I'm gonna punch you in your mouth when I see you? He literally punched him in his mouth.
Vay was listening to us last night when we was.
I don't think I ever seen a fighter. Ain't too many fights I've seen where dudes get punched in the mouth and it be over. Like I've seen them get, hit everywhere else, but damn, they literally get punched in your mouth.
No, that nigga got punched in the mouth. He got sat down in the 3rd round. From that point forward, F.A. Jabba was landing shots at will, and Charles Martin said, man, fuck this shit. I am not boxing no more.
And you know what? F.A. Jabba saw that, and he capitalized on it. He said, yeah, I got you now. You might have had them 2 first rounds, but I got you. I got your ass now. Let's see what you do now. Huh? Take this. Bah! That last punch to the mouth changed everything. And that's probably why he stood over him, because they already have been talking shit at the face-off.
What's going on, Jay Blitz?
They was talking shit at the face-off, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. But shit, I didn't think 4 rounds was all we were going to get. Jesus.
What's going on, Ellie?
Jesus.
That joint was super funny. I ain't laughed so hard in my life.
Listen,
that joint was more funny than the Luis Ortiz fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say that had to be because in the Luis Ortiz, he just froze. But in this one, he on his back.
Let me tell you about the fight before that one.
I was gonna ask you who else was on the card. Who else was on the card? Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know these dudes, but it was a Russian dude. Oh my God, this dude got the knockout of the year. This nigga hit this dude. He hit this dude with an uppercut, and instantly the dude started listening to R. Kelly leg shake because the nigga back leg started shaking, and then the nigga just froze. He got hit with an uppercut. His back leg started shaking, and he froze. And he froze with his eyes open and just fell straight back. His leg just instantly started shaking. I was like, oh, this nigga was listening to R. Kelly. This nigga literally was listening to R. Kelly in the middle of a fight. The nigga was out cold with his eyes wide open. When I say the man was out cold, the nigga was snoring with his eyes open.
He was snoring with his eyes open? Did they have to go over there? Did they have to go over there and put the shit under his nose to get him up, or he just got up?
Yes. No, they had to wake his ass up. He was out cold with his eyes open.
How many minutes would you say that he was laying down?
That nigga was there. He was on the ground. He was on the mat for at least 5 minutes.
Damn.
At least.
Yeah, he was out.
They went to commercial and everything. They came back. He was just getting up.
Don't do that.
I'll be in a minute.
Free, don't do that. Don't do that. Free, don't do that. He said he went to commercial. The nigga just getting.
They went, dog. When they went to commercial, the nigga was laid back, still with his guards up. He still had his guards up.
He said he went to commercial and came back. He was just getting
up. Dog, you know how you stand and you fall back and your legs don't bend? He had his back foot planted, and when he fell, the back foot leg never moved, but the front foot leg went up in the air. And that front foot leg was shaking in the air. The back foot leg was still planted on the mat. It was still like he was standing up, but he was laying down.
Mike, Illy, Free, y'all know by now. Y'all been here for a while. He don't have no sense to say they went to commercial and came back. He was just getting.
No, I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. We was watching the joint, and then the nigga was laying on the mat with his guards still up like this. He still had his guards up, and he was laying down. And they was looking at him, and they was trying to get him to wake up. And then all of a sudden, they went to commercial. They came back. He was just getting up off the mat when they came back from commercial.
This is why I could never in life, and I'm gonna say this: I could never in life commentate or do anything with Free. I'd rather talk to him after than during, because you can't focus with this fool. You can't focus, man. You can't focus with this fool.
Dog, it was. I'm gonna tell you who was on the live. It was me, BBO, Prize Fighter, Dub Rightside, and Coach Bernard. We was all on the joint.
Shout out Coach
Bernard. Bernard was like, the nigga foot was in the air before he even touched the mat. I'm like, dog. I said, dog, the nigga was listening to R. Kelly. He did the leg shake. Bernard bust out laughing. He was like, this nigga said R. Kelly. Bernard bust out laughing. But no, I'm telling you, the nigga, I swear to God, his back leg started, when he got hit with a quick ass uppercut. His back leg started shaking. And then he just froze and just fell back with his guards still up. He still had his guards up. He fell back and his front leg just started shaking for about a good 2 minutes. His front leg was just shaking and he was just sitting there with his eyes open, but he was asleep. I'm like, dog, this nigga sleep with his eyes open? And then they went to commercial. And then they came back. He was just getting up off the mat.
Did he look like Damon Wayans in Major Pain when he was in the bed, sleep with his eyes open?
Yep, exactly how he looked. Exactly how he looked.
Damn. What's the dude? Damn, you don't know the dude name that got knocked out. Damn it.
Dog, the dude, he's a Russian dude. His name started with it was like D DZ something, DW, DZ something.
But you never had seen either one of them in there before, right? Neither one of them.
Never seen neither one of them. But all I know is that Russian dude, whoever he fighting next, look out for the uppercut because that bitch was vicious. He caught that nigga with a quick ass uppercut because he threw a jab and the nigga said, "Bow!" I was like, dog, did he hit him in the body or did he hit him with an uppercut? They were like, no, it was an uppercut. The shit was so fast that I had to see it back in replay because he threw the bitch fast as hell. Because when you watching in real time, he was just standing there and the dude threw a jab. He said, "Bow!" I was like, damn, I didn't even see that shit.
It wasn't like that. Not making a comparison, but it wasn't like that uppercut that Tank Davis hit Leo Santa Cruz, but we was like, damn, it was quicker than that.
Fuck no. No, I ain't gonna say it was, I'm not gonna say it was quicker than that. It was more vicious than that.
It was more vicious
than what's because when he threw it, I mean it might have been quicker too. When he threw it, you didn't see it coming. Like Tank Davis, you knew he was waiting for a big shot. This dude, you didn't know he was waiting for a big shot because he was in his little boxing move. He was throwing jabs, and then the dude threw a jab, and he just said, "Bah!" I was like, damn, because we calling the fight. I'm like, oh, okay, dude caught it. What the fuck? This nigga's out cold on his feet, and then he just fell. It was like a tree falling in the forest. That nigga was standing up, frozen, leg was shaking, and then all of a sudden he just said, boom. I was like, dog, that was the slowest knockout I ever seen in my life. The nigga knocked him out fast, but the nigga fell slow.
She said he fell slow.
Dog, I guarantee that shit is on. I guarantee that shit is on YouTube. That shit is definitely on YouTube.
I'll guarantee you, I'll sure be going to look at that today. I sure be going to look at that today. I got time today.
He got knockout of the year by far. I think it's going to be a long time before somebody beat that one. Because the way he hit that dude and the nigga just froze and then the nigga legs started shaking. That shit was crazy.
Because who's involved in Zuffa and because of fighters that we're not familiar with, some of them, right? People are probably going to have their criticism. But let's see how Zuffa does. You know what I mean? I think they might have some guys on there that might be a couple people that we might be, you know what I mean? We might have
another thing. That's another thing. The dude, the Russian dude, he was a prospect. I think he only had like 9 fights.
Holy crap. Punching like that?
He had like 9 fights. And if I'm not mistaken, they might be bigger than it might be bigger than that, but it sounded like when they introduced them, they sounded like they said lightweight. I'm like, this dude is 135 pounds? Because they look bigger than that. But I could be mistaken. I could be thinking about another fight before that. But it sounded like they said lightweight. It could have been light heavyweight.
It's easy to find that out because once they put the highlights up or whatever, you'll be able to see what the dude is because I'm sure going to go look him up.
No, Vay was in the live when we was calling it, and I know all Vay heard me say when dude got knocked out. All you heard me say, "Oh!" That's literally what I said because he knocked that nigga out quick as hell. I was like, I didn't even see the punch coming. I was like, hold up, was that a body shot or was that an uppercut?
These Russian dudes and a lot of these dudes from these different countries, especially these Russian dudes, are really nothing. I don't care what weight they are. They really nothing to play with. I see a lot of them in the gym personally myself. I think Seafood got one that is it Seafood or is it another coach? No, it's another coach that I know that he has one. My man, shout out to my man, Coach CJ. Well, I'm gonna be look out for that interview I'm doing with him this week. Them Russian dudes.
Mike Rem, it was worse than what Charlo did Erkson Lubin. It was worse than that. Erkson Lubin just crumbled. This dude was frozen. When I say frozen, I mean the nigga had his guard up and he got caught. And the nigga whole head just snapped quick as shit. And the nigga froze. and he fell, still with his guard up. Leg was still stiff and everything. And they started shaking. He was laid on his back with his eyes wide open, sleep, with his guard still up, just shaking. I was like, damn. He knocked that nigga out cold.
Nasty work. What they say in the hood, nasty work. Nasty.
I'm telling you, you gotta. I think it was if I'm not mistaken, I want to say it was the 5th round that it happened in. It might have been the 4th, but I think it was the 5th round. But it's the fight right before F.A. Ajaba's fight. F.A. stopped Charles Martin in the 4th, but it was the fight right before theirs. This nigga he knocked him out cold. I was like, God damn.
What's up, Seafood? Safe to say it was a good card. I wish I could have saw this dude that you was talking about, this Russian dude, but I'm sure gonna go look him up. I'm gonna look him up because the next time he's on the Zuffa card, I'm sure they're gonna have him because of that. I'm sure they're gonna have him back a lot for that.
If I could pull it, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, see if you can pull him. See if you can pull him up. Because I was trying to see if I see a highlight on YouTube of him on Instagram, but yeah, I don't see nothing. But good morning to everybody, man. Welcome. Happy Monday, all y'all. Everybody out here, like I said, that's traveling, safe travels to wherever y'all going on this Monday. We up with this boxing talk. We was just covering the Charles Martin F.A. Ajaba. We were just talking about that, and then we're gonna get into Carissa Shields versus.
That's his name right there. There you go.
What?
His name is Umar. It's Umar. Umar, and then the last name is D-Z-A-M-B-E-K-O-V. I don't know.
So you mean like U-M-A-R? That's how you do Umar?
Yeah.
And his last name is what?
D as in David, Z as in zebra, A as in apple, M as in Mike, B as in boy, E as in Edward, K as in kite, O-V.
Okay.
And he's fighting against a dude named Hamid El-Bali. Hamid El-Bali. I'm gonna put the highlight in your chat.
Okay. Yeah.
I know they got the highlight.
Let's say we'll do it that way.
Yup, here it go right here. I'm gonna put the highlight in your chat.
Okay. All right. Seafood.
Hold on 1 second, Clarence. I'm gonna put the highlight right in your chat.
I was talking to Seafood. I don't think he can hear me.
You bet.
I don't think Seafood can hear me. He's not on mute, but I don't know what's going on. Yeah, anyways, fight week, y'all.
The highlight. I just put the highlight in the link to the highlight reel. That's the F.A. Ajaba highlight and the dude that knocked that dude out cold. Both of those highlights is in there.
Okay.
Dog, that shit was ridiculous. If you go to YouTube and you put in Zuffa Boxing 3 highlights, that's where you'll get it from.
Seafood.
And Zuffa Boxing is Z-U-F-F-A boxing.
Yeah, so I don't. Yeah, well, I'm definitely gonna go check it out after this. I have a day of just sitting back chilling. I'm gonna definitely come back here later on tonight, talk some more. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Zuffa for going to do their thing though. They dug Dizzle.
That shit is crazy.
That was a good look.
That shit was crazy. What's
going on,
Seafood?
What up?
Hey, I was just looking at the link you just sent. I didn't
No,
see the fights, but I've been hearing about it.
man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
That
look at it myself. I was trying to catch a highlight of it, but by the time I got off my phone last night, I think it was after 11, and I was like, "Look, man, I'm gonna get up and do the show in the morning. I better go to bed now." Matter of fact, it wasn't even after 11; it was damn near 1 o'clock in the morning. I said, "Just let me go to bed," because I know me, I'll oversleep, and then I don't want to do the show. And I tried to go on before Vay do, you know what I mean? Because I know sometimes she'll go on. So I was like, let me just go to sleep. But I'm definitely gonna check the highlights out after this because D Free made it seem very interesting. So I'm very interested in seeing it now.
no, that nigga when that nigga F.A. Jabba stood over Charles Martin though, that joint was funny as hell. That man
I
was laying
mean,
on
yo,
his back like, man, get the fuck out of
every
here, man. Get
a
the
lot of
fuck out
these
the way.
dudes, a lot of these dudes that's making their comebacks, I don't know, man. Um, Everybody can't just come back, man. It is what it is, man. Even if you looking good, you could be winning the first 2 rounds. You could be winning the first 3 rounds, but there's always that round where the other guy goes, "Hi, thought you had me, didn't you?" One punch to the mouth, sit you down.
This motherfucking snow is still not trying to go nowhere. It didn't rain and melted
Man,
most of this
listen,
shit
this
away.
weather on the East Coast been. This is why I can't wait till freaking April, May, and all that come around. Man, it started snowing last night, so Tiff was like, "Is it snowing?" I said, "It's snowing." So I go lift up the window and I look, and I'm like, "Yeah," but she was like, "It's only supposed to be 1 or 2 inches." I said, "Man, I don't want to hear that shit." I
Yeah,
don't
we
want
got
to.
we got we got rain down here yesterday.
That's what it was
I mean,
doing though. It was raining. It was raining, but at the same time, the snow was. I'm like, "Oh, come on, man, this is crazy, yo." I'm like, I'm out
yeah,
of the snow that we got from 2 weeks ago is still sitting outside. That
Yeah,
hasn't
yeah,
even
that's,
been
that's what
picked
I'm
up.
saying. This snow is still sitting out here. Most of it melted away, but where they pushed all this stuff into a pile, it's just sitting there. We just get big piles of snow everywhere. The grass is pretty much all of that stuff is pretty much melted away, but we just got the big piles that's piled up everywhere. It takes a while for that to melt, but everything else is pretty much melted.
Yeah, man, it's oh yeah, this weather's something. That's why I'll be glad when that's
so
why
couple of more weeks it'll be warm, players.
I'll be glad when it do. Because for me to be born in this cold shit, I don't like it. For real, I really don't. I always tell people, when I'm able to go outside with no jacket and I can have, even if I have jeans and a sweater on, I'm more comfortable like that. All that putting on layers and shit, and extra pairs of socks,
Hey,
and you gotta cover your ears. I hate. I mean, I know you got to do what you got to do to keep from getting sick, but
I
that's
tell you,
not my
I tell you what.
that's not my kind of weather, man.
Valentine's Day, it was nice out here. It was like 58 degrees.
Yeah,
It was nice on Valentine's Day.
yeah, it was definitely nice, but I was like, I'm keeping my ass in the house because I know even on that day people don't know how to act. So me and Tiff basically spent it in here, and we just catered to each other like we do on a regular day. It
And
didn't even
I
really
know, I
feel like
know,
that
I
day.
know people down south like 58 degrees. That's cold. When you
Shit.
used to, when you've been in 7-degree weather for about a week straight, 58 degrees is nice as hell.
Let me tell you something. 58 degrees up north, rather if it's Jersey or New York, we damn near ready to bring the grill out. We
So
damn near
true.
ready to bring the grill out. You crazy?
No, that's so true.
Listen, I'll trade 58. Give me 58. I have no issue with that because especially in New York, seafood, as soon as they hit about 50 or 55, these fools is out here, these chicks out here with open toes and shit. I'm like, it's only 55,
Hey,
baby. You know the temperature
Yeah.
gonna drop.
hey, what's going on, Crush? Hey, if you
Crush
think
it
I'm
up.
joking, Currents, ask Crush about the fight last night when
Oh,
when when
I
Duke got
see
caught
him.
with that uppercut. When
I
Duke
see
got
him
caught
now.
with that uppercut.
No, I
Oh
see the
my God.
dude. No, I see the dude you're talking about. He's a light heavyweight.
Okay, that's what I thought. I heard light, and I was like, hold up, maybe I'm hearing this shit
Yeah,
wrong.
I'm looking at him now. He's a light
Dog,
heavyweight.
the uppercut that he catch that dude with, oh my God. he froze that nigga in place.
It looked
Froze
like it
him in
wasn't a
place.
bad. It looked like it wasn't a bad card. I think I'm gonna go back and watch. I'm gonna go back and watch it. It don't look like it was a bad card though.
It was
It
decent.
was DZAMBEKOV.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna call him Umar. I am not gonna try to. That last name shit is finito. I'm not about to do all that. Um,
When he
but
caught that
hey,
nigga that uppercut, oh my God. That shit the shit
Crush said
happened
that.
so quick
Crush
that
said
I
that shit
didn't
was
even see
nasty.
it when it happened.
Crush said that shit
I
was
didn't even
nasty.
yeah, that shit it was crazy. I didn't even see him throw the uppercut. It happened so fast. I just seen dude froze and then he fell back. That's all I seen. The nigga froze and fell back. What's going on,
Detroit BC,
Detroit?
what's up, my guy?
What's going
Yo, I
on,
gotta hit you. I gotta hit
Miracle?
your IG, Detroit BC. I forgot to send you that. It slipped my mind, but I got you, my guy. Um, I mean, so getting past all that, we got our sisters going in this week. Free Seafood.
You mean?
It's Carissa
Oh,
Shields, Charles
yeah.
Cruz, part two.
I think it will be an interesting fight, only
Yeah, I mean,
because the debut in comparison to what it is now. I think um, Cruz is going to be a little bit more, a little bit more intense and methodical about it.
I want to ask both of y'all, what do you think? And I know Free's probably gonna say nothing, but what do y'all think she has learned since that first fight, French on? I'm gonna start with you first, Free.
what do I think? Franchise learned since the first fight.
Since the first fight.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say what she learned because if you watch Franchise Cruz fight the last few times, you can't really tell if she learned anything or not. Um, and then you gotta think about the level of opponents that she fought. The only person that she fought that I would say is close to a Carissa Shields talent is Savannah Marshall. And Savannah Marshall is not even close to Carissa Shields, but she is closest to Carissa Shields as Franchise Cruz gonna get to. That's about the closest person that she can get to a Carissa Shields. And we saw what Savannah Marshall did to Franchise Cruz. So I don't know if she really learned a lot because she hasn't fought anybody that has the boxing ability that Carissa Shields has.
Uh, Seafood.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think I don't know. I think it'll be a different fight. Maybe she'll make it a little tougher. Use a stronger wig, to keep it on, and that's she'll use stronger strings or glue for her wig, and then that'll be it. But I think she'll be a little bit more technical and more technical and a lot more intentional. Before I just thought she would just fight just to be fighting. Thinking that was probably like the amateurs, but I think she'll be a little bit more different this time. I don't know exactly what way, and if Barry Hunter's still training her, I think she'll, I think she'll evolve a little bit more. She's not the same fighter she used to be, but you know, it should be different now. She's has a lot more experience, pro
And
experience.
that's another thing too. Carissa doesn't fight the same way she fought when she fought Franchise Cruz the first time. She don't fight that way anymore because that was a smaller weight class. So Carissa Shields was more mobile on her feet. She still's mobile, but not nearly as much as she was back when she was younger. So now she more so sit down or try to sit down on her punches a lot more. So I don't think it's going to be a similar type of fight. I think it's going to be a little more action in this one.
Yeah, yeah, I think so
But
too.
what I'm mainly looking for, I'm trying to figure out what hairstyle is Franchise Cruz going to come to the ring in.
Oh, come on, Free.
I just
Oh,
said, that's what I just said. You know, using stronger glue, a
oh
different
my
color wig, maybe
God.
something shorter, a little light around the
Whoever
sides.
whoever she used, she better not use that same person that did daggone Big Baby Miller's hair. She better not use that nigga.
Oh my God. Yo,
Uh,
when I saw that fight when her hair came, I said, "Oh no, baby girl, no, baby girl, damn."
right.
But I don't know. It's hard to say how this fight is going to end up. I don't think that Carissa Shields is going to knock Franchise Cruz out. I don't
No,
think that.
I don't think that
But
either.
I I don't know if this is going to be an easy fight for Carissa because the last couple of fights that Carissa's been in, she's been getting touched a little bit. She's been getting touched. And
Yeah,
if she allows Franchise Cruz to lay on her, Carissa Shields can get touched a lot more in this fight because she's gonna be getting wore down from the big body of Franchise Cruz. So I don't know how this fight gonna end up. It will be crazy if Franchise Cruz pull out the upset. It will be crazy.
That would
yeah,
be
that would be.
bananas. That would be bananas. But anything
Yeah,
is possible in boxing. That's the thing, though. We
Hey,
are
that's what
so
I'm
that
saying.
used to.
She's gonna be a lot more competitive. That's what I'm saying. And plus, Clarissa has been slowing down a little bit because her fights have been so-called easy look at. She's just feeling herself that nobody could beat her. She's not really taking no real intense fight. You know what I'm saying? So, you
I,
know,
I thought I thought Franchise Cruz was going to get beat by Sadasa Green, and we seen how that turned out.
You know
yeah,
what?
no,
You know
yeah, that
what?
was crazy.
I thought
I
it
didn't
was
expect
too.
that.
I thought that definitely was, and that was not to take anything away from Frantron, but I was like, oh man, this shit gonna go wrong for her in so many ways. I said Shadaza might squash her, but no, fortunately it didn't
Hey,
happen that way.
that will be that will be the biggest takeaway of the weekend if Carissa Shields lose the Franchise Cruz. How will Clarissa? How will she react
And
to her first loss?
you know what?
How will she react
You
to
know
that?
what? When you look at a lot of these fighters that take their first loss, it's crazy because they have a different type of energy where it's like this is why you know in their mind they're thinking I'm just gonna go undefeated for the rest of my life because when you take a loss and it's one loss, it's no need to go away for a year or two. All you ever notice when these guys get losses, these fighters get losses, all of a sudden mental health comes knocking at their door, and I'm like, bro, it's only one loss. Relax. It's one loss. Shit happens. Um, I'm expecting her to take it well more than some of these dudes do, because these dudes they get the way they take losses is just crazy. And I'm not talking about two
Uh,
or three losses. I'm just talking about your first loss. The way they take their first loss is bananas. Lets me
I
know
don't I
everything
don't
that you thought you was gonna retire undefeated. Yo,
I don't think she'll take it well at all. The way she talks and the way she acts, I don't think she'll take it well because her whole persona is based off of what she's done in the sport of boxing.
yeah.
So I don't think she'll take it well. I think she'll come out saying the judges they robbed her or some other, unless she gets knocked out. If it's a competitive fight and they score it for Franchise Cruz, she's gonna say she's been robbed and this and that. She's not gonna take it well. If she gets knocked out, it might be a different reaction. But if it's a close competitive fight and they score it for Franchise Cruz, oh, she's gonna go off.
If
She's
she
gonna go
does
off.
that, what I need everybody to do, and which I know everybody not gonna do because we always like to protect our favorite fighters. I'm gonna need everybody to. I don't care if you're a Carissa Shield fan or not, but if you are, correct her if she's wrong. Correct her if she's wrong. Oh man, she got a right to feel like that. I agree with her. The judges is full of shit. Man, don't y'all get on there doing that shit. Don't y'all get on here doing that. Because like Free said, unless she stopped, or she gets knocked out, or even if that don't happen, if she just happened to be the better boxer, Cruz, don't y'all get up here making no damn excuses this week. I don't want to hear it. Because I know y'all gonna do it because y'all do it in every damn fight. No
No, I
matter if it's
don't.
a man or a woman. Y'all do it
I
in
don't
every damn
see. I don't see. Clarissa get knocked out unless she get caught with something really heavy. But she has been slacking on her skill set because she isn't fighting no real tough opponents. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Franchon beating Shadeja was a relief off of Clarissa's mind because that's a tall order for her. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you know, Shadeja is with Franchon, they not her and Clarissa wouldn't fight the same. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that fight should ever happen anyway, being that she lost to Savannah Marshall. I think Savannah Marshall is the real threat. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna really see Clarissa right now, but she's still gotta get better. Like she can't stay
And
the
that's
same.
that's the reason why I don't think that Carissa would knock out Franchise Cruz, because she took some big shots from Savannah Marshall, and I believe Savannah Marshall is a bigger puncher than Carissa. I believe Savannah Marshall is a bigger puncher than Carissa,
Yeah,
and Cruz took some big shots from Savannah Marshall. I mean, shots that I thought she was going to drop, and she ain't go nowhere. She stood right there. I was like, oh, okay, she got a chin on her, but she was taking some big shots. So I don't think Carissa will knock her out. I think Carissa could outbox her, but I gotta see if Carissa is going to be the boxer that she used to be, or she's going to go out here and try to improve on her knockout ratio and try to knock Cruz out, because that's what she's been doing since she moved to heavyweight. She
um
got that first knockout, and now she's trying to knock everybody out.
how do y'all think her gas tank is gonna hold up this week, Franchon? Because there's been fights where she has looked like she had been gassing out. Her last fight against the Mexican girl, and I know that girl too, which is crazy because I did an interview with her. How do you think that's gonna hold up this week?
uh,
That
yeah, I don't think so either.
You
I
think
just
that
that
think,
will be
like
the
I
factor?
said,
You think
I
that'll be
just
the
think
factor? Because you get tied in there against Carissa, that might be a big mistake. I mean, against any
no,
fighter.
they're familiar. They're familiar with each other. The thing is that they're familiar with each other. In order for it to be different, Franchard had to get better, which I think she's gotten better, more experience. I don't know if she has the method to try to beat Clarissa because Clarissa does have skills, right? But if Clarissa was taught to sit on her punches better, she will stop what's her face. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I've been watching their practices, and their practices are not nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. If I was her to get the $8 million deal, I would bring in a whole nother fight team except for and keep David Jackson or whatever his name is. I fire everybody else because everybody else that she's been bringing on is only about being in the hype of her fame instead of really running, making her really good. She needs to become a little bit more technical, and she needs to get better footwork because her footwork is suspect to her power. And
you know.
um, go on.
No, I was gonna say, what I don't like, what I don't like from Carissa right now is, since she got with Pat Poose, she's been putting Pat Poose in the forefront. Pat Poose ain't never been part of boxing. Stick with what got you there. Stop adding the extra stuff and putting your face in the headlines. Stick with what got you there, because this can overshadow what you're doing, and it can take your game plan away because you so focused on doing other stuff instead of focusing on what got you to where you at. Because like when they had the whole press conference and they had Papoose up there holding up the belts or whatever, I'm like, oh, you ain't got to be in the forefront. You can just stay back in the shadow. This is her fight. Now it's one thing if you her trainer and all that, but I just don't like it because it's like you didn't do this with the other guy you was with. You didn't have him up there doing all that. You only doing this because Papoose got a name.
Yeah, but let's be honest. I mean, Clarissa Shields not the most attractive woman, but at the same time, is her 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 added fame and getting bigger deals is based on her pride about being the top woman of the sport. She being real catty about it. She's dealing with the Barry Mob bullshit. She dealing with the Layla Ali backlash and the Baumgartner stuff. So they trying to really boost Baumgartner up tremendously, and Clarissa's like combating that by doing what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? I think she need to get her mind off the politics and really focus on her craft because she can be beaten. We just haven't seen the girl yet to do it.
Yeah, any fighter in the world could be beaten. Any
Yeah.
fighter. I don't give a damn
No,
who
but
they are.
she could be decisively
that's
beaten.
why that's why I think if she lose this fight, it's going to be some form of crash out from Carissa because the way Carissa moved, the way Carissa talked. Now that she lose, I'm not saying she will lose, but if she lose, you know how many videos, how many memes going to come out about Carissa losing, and Carissa is going to respond back to all of that. And so that's why I was like, I want to see how she react if she does lose because
Hold on,
I know
Crush.
there's
I
going to
got
be a
you.
lot of videos. There's going to be a lot of videos, a lot of memes of Carissa if she loses, and I don't think Carissa is built to handle that criticism. She don't even handle the criticism about people telling her about the other stuff that she's doing. So she's really not going to handle all of that when she lose, or if she lose, she's not going to be able to handle that.
Yeah, she got an ego thing, but I personally don't want to see her lose because I think she's really, really good for the sport.
Listen,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't,
So,
I don't, I don't have a problem with. I ain't gonna say I don't want to see nobody lose. At the end of the day, this is boxing. Whatever happens, happens. Not to say I want to see it, but listen, whatever happens, happens. I just like to see good fights. I like to see people get tested. Um, and if it happens, guess what? That doesn't make me less of a fan of her. Oh, she got one loss. You know, a lot of these people they bandwagons. She lost, so she's not what we thought she was. I'm still gonna rock with her. You know what I mean?
Look,
I mean,
the one I feel got the biggest ego right now in the game, as far as the ladies are concerned, is Baumgartner. I think that chick is mad arrogant, bro. Like she's
listen,
really
there's a lot of arrogant fighters in boxing. A lot of
nah.
them.
She stands out. She stands out a lot.
Oh, it's a lot of them that
Like,
stand out. People, she ain't the only
like,
one. There's a shitload of them that stand out. It's just that we focus on who we want to focus on, whether we like them or not, or if the media is making them more popular than what they are. A lot of this shit in boxing, I don't pay attention to none of these fucking people. These
nah,
people,
I'm
if
talking
you take
about
these,
I'm talking
if you
about the
take these,
women's circuit.
yeah, but I'm saying if you take a lot of these people out of the star, whatever you want to call it, they regular chicks on the block. They regular chicks on the block. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
regular chicks. You know what I mean? That's why none of this shit don't bother me. Only, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit, I got you right now, Crush. Hold on. That is Crush, right?
yeah. Now
Hold
I think
on. Okay. Yeah.
Carissa and Alicia Bungata are probably the two most arrogant females in boxing
Right.
because even Katie Taylor, she's
What
not
up, Fresh?
as arrogant. She's not as arrogant. I mean, she has a persona of a winner's attitude, but she's not arrogant. And same thing with Savannah Marshall. She didn't give that persona of arrogance. She just had a winning attitude. With Carissa and Alicia, is more so arrogant And I don't mind it because they backing up what they're saying, but they do have that arrogant attitude.
But do you think it's because they're black women, or just that's
Well,
just the,
let me
or
let,
that's just the
let me
sports
let me
thing?
let me speak for that because you know, I don't know if it's they doing it in front of the cameras. I don't know. I'm not just speaking for me. Other people could say this too. When I met Alicia, I didn't see any of that. I can only speak for what I saw when I met her. When she came to do the meet and greet, she was probably about maybe 15, 20 minutes late. Now, this is arrogant to me when you come in and you feel like you don't owe the people who's been waiting there for a while an apology and you just walk in stuck up with an attitude. She gets out, her and Derrick James, she goes, I apologize for the lateness, y'all. You know, traffic, da 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 da. Came in, greeted everybody, took pictures, laughed, and joked around with everybody. Now, see what they do on TV and what they say, that shit don't bother me, man. Now, had she would have came in and been stuck up and had an attitude and been like, I ain't gotta apologize for nothing, I'd probably be like, yeah, bitch, you real arrogant. I can't, yeah. We out of here. So, you know, none of this bother me. The behavior with these women don't bother me. It's when the dudes do it. I expect that from the women. But these dudes, they divas. That's what bothers me. It don't
Yeah,
bother me
I
when a
mean,
woman.
to be honest with you, it don't bother me when any of them do it because I'm not that invested in any of them. I just call it for what I see it as. I mean, whether it's a female or a dude, I'm gonna call it for what I see it as. I mean, it doesn't bother me whoever do it. Like people say, Bud Crawford is arrogant or whatever. I seen Bud Crawford be arrogant. I seen Bud Crawford be nice. Same
Um,
thing with Tank Davis. I seen him be arrogant. I seen him be nice. So I think they all have arrogance towards them depending on the environment they're in, and then they all have a nice appearance towards them depending on the environment they're in. If they're in an
yeah,
environment where they feel more comfortable, they'll be nice. If they fear an environment that they're going to be attacked, they're going to be arrogant. I think it's with all of them at some point.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Not only that, just like we sitting up here, they know whatever they say, whatever they do, people are so quick to go to social media and talk about it. Oh, did you hear what he said? Did you hear what she said? That's why I don't be quick to talk about it because I don't be giving a shit about half of that shit that they say. I don't. Yo, did you hear what he said? Oh God, let's go on the live and let's go talk about it for 4 hours. Man, I don't give a shit about that. What they say or do don't bother me. That shit don't affect me. I don't be tripping off that shit. You got people that be really crashing out off of what these fighters say. That shit don't bother me, man. It really don't, bro. Because I'm like, how
What's
does that
going on,
affect me?
Crush?
Crush, what's up, Crush? Crush must have had the off. Crush had an off day today or something because he looking real comfortable at home. He looking real comfortable.
On vacation, baby. That's why my skin glowing.
Oh man, hey ladies,
On
single ladies, hey
vacation, baby.
single ladies. It's much safer, y'all, when Crush is at work. He got a vacation. Y'all in trouble. Y'all in trouble,
Yeah,
ladies.
yeah.
Y'all in trouble.
I get y'all ladies rounded up in a couple hours, right? For now, I get y'all
Oh,
rounded.
he gonna have
But
y'all. He gonna have y'all dripping in your panty juice.
no, last time I checked, that you was the master of that, dog. You make them wet. They call you Mr. Niagara Falls. They say, see, man, that's all they got. He got to do is turn on the camera, and here come the ladies. Nights like
Yep.
this, I wish raindrops would
wish
fall.
Oh,
Yo, I'm not playing with y'all this morning. I'm not
Yeah,
playing with y'all
man.
this morning. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing
But
this with
real
y'all.
quick,
Y'all are misbehaving. Y'all are seriously
hey,
misbehaving this morning. Y'all
but with Clarissa, man, this is how I feel about it. She really don't have much to do left in the sport of boxing unless she goes down in weight, which is something that she's really not wanting to do. And she ain't gonna go down but too far. But I don't know, man. She needs to take a L. I don't know if old girl will pull it off this weekend. My girl Macy Gray. That's who I call my girl Fanshawe Cruz. I call her Macy Gray because they similar in style. But the upset, the girl's gonna go postal like I put in the chat. She gonna go beat up Papoose. She gonna pull up the old boy that she was with before she got dumb on him. Before the money started getting good, she gonna go beat him up because she used to whoop his ass all the time. She gonna go beat up her sister. She gonna fight her whole family and all that if she loses. I wouldn't be surprised if the girl pulled out a chopper, man. I'm telling you, if she lose this weekend, this will be an upset where you would never see unsportsmanship like no other, and we had seen it because of her arrogance, and she feels as though she's the greatest boxer, period. She don't think she's just the greatest woman boxer. Don't get that twisted, y'all. She thinks she's really the GOAT. She thinks she's better than the men. She always talk about getting in the ring with them and fighting them and stuff like that. But I don't know. But if she lose this weekend, and most likely I might be there, think about going to the fight. Think the decision has been made, so probably be in Detroit this weekend. I would love to see what the heck is going to happen up close and personal. Franchon got a little chance, but we got to see. But like y'all touched on, the Sifu said she hasn't really, been locked in like that. She's comfortable. Once they get the cake and eat it, bro, they get comfortable.
When they was in New York and they did the face off, right? When we look at them on TV, you go, she look all right. But I noticed sitting up in the front seat, sitting in the front is always better than sitting in the back. And I'm looking at both of them. Carissa's a big girl, not far as height, but far as shoulder. But then I'm looking at Cruz, though. I'm looking at Cruz, and I said, well, damn, Cruz got a little something to her too. And I noticed that was a big difference from their first fight. But I'm looking at them and I'm like, and I started to change my mind a little bit. And I said, this might be a little more competitive than what people are saying. But it's Carissa's definitely her shoulders is crazy. I'm looking at her like, God damn. And I go to Pat, right? I said, yo, Pat, man, what the hell Carissa on, man? He said, man, that's just her working out, man. He said, I can't get her to stay out the gym for nothing.
Yeah, she's a linebacker, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tackle that in this linebacker way.
Yeah. That's why when she made the video.
I was about to say something. I was about to say something real crazy up here. I was about to say something real crazy.
You might as well go ahead. Go ahead, Free.
That's why your name is Free.
We know who be calling the shots in the bedroom. We know who call the shots.
Oh my God, Free. Seafood, get your man.
Papoose a thug in the streets, but in the bedroom, that nigga is a pussycat.
He's a little
Free.
He be curling up.
Get your man, Seafood. That's your man, Seafood. Get your man.
When the little female cats get in heat and they can't get now, they gotta make all that noise. They can't spray like the boys. Carissa be beating that boy up in the bed. She ain't with a body shot. Give it to me the way that
nobody takes this video and send it to Pap or Carissa. I have nothing to do with this.
Send it to the both of them.
Nothing to do with this.
Send it to the both of them.
I said the same thing about Layla Ali's husband. I said, dog, I wonder if he really called the shots in the house, because when you got to think about it. You have a professional boxer as your spouse. I don't care if you're a man or a female. You got a professional boxer in your house. Are you really going to push that envelope? Are you really going to push the envelope?
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something, Free. I'm going to tell you something, Free, not to bring this up because it was messed up how it happened. But unless you had one of those husbands like Christy Martin had, where he was in boxing and he was going upside her head, unless you, not to be funny, unless you got one of them type, the husband going to lose. He going to lose that.
Real quick, man, with Christy Martin, he's a hillbilly like her. So you know how hillbillies get down. Ain't no soft hillbillies.
But being that he was a trainer, he was like, it's kind of easy. It's kind of better when y'all on the same level. But like, if I box and you don't, it's like, what am I getting out of that? Because when the police come to the house, you know who going. Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all both put your hands on each other, but your hands is licensed. You knew
Yeah.
better.
Yo,
You knew better.
You knew
yeah,
better.
true. But he enjoying the fruits of the labor, so of course he gonna be a pussycat right now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, Chief.
So, yo, that's gonna be different though. But I can see them guys curling up. I think I'm the square 1-on-1. I'm going for the dudes, man. I don't think the dudes taking shorts from whatever. I think Clarissa beats Pat though.
Yeah.
No,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I will say a male and a female 1-on-1. The only way I see a man beating a female, a professional fighter female, is if the man is much bigger. But if they the same size and she's a professional fighter, I'm going with the female because she know how to set up the punches.
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
something
fact.
that ain't funny. I'm gonna tell you something that ain't funny. If right now Tiff was a professional fighter and we get into some shit and she happened to
Oh,
swing on me, I'm running
He
out the
whooped
house
his
to
ass.
you gonna be in the meat. You
I'm
gonna
running
be
out
in
the
the
house.
meat locker. You gonna
You
be in
see
the
how Miss
meat
Parker?
locker.
You see how Miss Parker
She
ran out the house on Friday and she was like, "He's
Yeah,
crazy."
she gonna attack.
That's
She
how I'm
gonna
running out the
attack
house.
you like a
She's
lineman,
crazy.
bro.
You
She's
She
ain't
gonna,
crazy.
gonna run out the house. You gonna
I'm,
fly out the house, see,
listen,
man. You
Miss
gonna,
right.
Parker,
you ain't
Miss
gonna,
Parker ran out
them
the house.
chicken
She's
wings
like,
you
"He's
got,
crazy."
he
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
take
out.
the chicken
Like
wings instead of cooking them. He gonna put them on his back and he gonna fly out the window. He ain't messing with
I,
Tip boys. Yeah. He gonna
Yo,
I
put
give
the,
you a perfect example. I'm gonna say two people that I know is roughly around the same size. We got Amanda Serrano and we got my boy Crush. Crush, I know he don't back down from nobody. But
Don't do
Amanda
that.
Serrano,
I'm not
Amanda
fucking with her.
Serrano,
No.
Amanda
I'm
Serrano
man.
is a
Thank
professional.
you, D3. D3
yo,
knows Crush. He knows Crush. I don't want no part
yo,
of that but the pussy. I don't want that.
Free.
Listen, I don't
yo,
want to go
Let me
through
tell you something.
the rough
The
shit
first
and all
time,
that.
listen.
I ain't fucking with her.
The first time I watched Amanda work out in the gym, I said I feel sorry for anybody who got to get in there for that because her work ethic is bananas.
yeah, her work
It's
ethic's crazy.
bananas.
Yo, she
Now,
hit me with the punch shield on, bro. She can really punch, and she's only 126.
Hey,
She can really punch
ladies,
for a girl.
don't look at me different. But I will knock her upside the head with some. We ain't rumbling, and
listen,
like D3 said, I rumble the fireman. I rumble flames. You hear me? I just got all the heart in the world, but I'm
hey,
smart with this heart. I'm
hey,
gonna
let
be
me
like
tell you.
how Eddie Murphy was on Harlem Nights. I'm gonna have to hit upside the head with a garbage pail.
When I
Fuck
listen,
that. Shoot the pinky toe.
when I listen to Amanda punch the bag, when I was up there, that shit sound like gunshots.
Yeah,
I'm like,
She
ain't nowhere in hell somebody that little. You should be able to hit them, punch the bag, and that shit sound like gunshots. I was like, nah,
yeah.
That's
So,
why I say
yo,
when
free.
it comes, yo,
Yo, free. I'm not. I can actually attest to that. Yo, when she hits the bag, it's different, bro. And she hits
that
a
shit sound like gunshots.
150, 200 pound bag consistently, a straight power. She has rounds that she does power, rounds that does regular boxing, and it's crazy that a woman that small could generate that type of power.
And I'm
Like you
watching her.
said, definitely
I'm
good.
watching her, Sifu, right?
and
And
see,
she's like, she was like, you watching me? I said, yeah, because I wanted to know how to, throw the punch the correct way. And I'm watching her, but steady me watching her, I'm listening to the shots, and I'm like, that shit sound like gunshots. How is this little woman, 126 pounds, punching like this? That shit is ridiculous.
Yeah, facts.
see
I mean,
that's why I say when you have two people that's the same size, but one is a professional and one never boxed before, I'm gonna lean towards the professional because the other dude, he might be a dude, but you got this female who's a professional fighter. She knows how to throw the shot, she knows how to slip punches, she knows how to roll with punches, and she knows how to hit
Yeah,
you in the right spot that will put you down. She might not even throw a hard shot. She just might hit
yeah,
you in the right spot that will put you
yeah.
down. That's why I
Let me
say,
tell you.
if you got two women the same, a man and a female the same size, but the female is a professional fighter, I'm gonna
She gonna
lean
whoop his
towards the
ass.
female.
She gonna whoop
Yeah,
his
I'm gonna lean
ass.
towards the female.
yeah, I think Clarissa could beat her because she has some MMA tactics too. So she definitely know how to
Yeah,
clinch and hold
yeah,
and
yeah,
take
yeah,
them
yeah.
down. You know what I mean?
But if you are smart, right? And I'm just saying, if you're smart, man or woman, when you know you're dealing with somebody who's licensed to whoop people's ass, you just might want to either keep your mouth shut or remove yourself from that situation, because the shit ain't gonna go well. Either way you look at it, it ain't gonna go well.
Well, unless we in the ring, there ain't no rules.
No, I'm not even talking about the ring. I'm talking about once we
You
outside
feel
that
what I'm
shit.
saying, Crush?
Yes,
If we
sir.
not in the ring, there ain't no rules.
See, because one thing about
Let me-
fighters, they have a lot of them, not
And
speaking
I'm
for all,
not
but
fighting
most
fair,
of them
bro.
most of them have no patience. So they're already looking to slap you in your mouth. So the best bet is not even to go back and forth with them. Remove yourself from that situation. Now, if we on the same level, we can talk shit all day. All right, you want to take it to the ring or you want to take it to the streets. But if you know you're not in that circle, man, your best bet is remove yourself from that, because it ain't gonna go well.
That's why.
It ain't gonna go well for
That's
you.
why, like Layla Ali and Carissa Shields, I was like, I wonder how their significant others deal with that attitude, because Layla Ali in her heyday, even still now, she has a mouth on her. She's not
Yeah,
gonna let you just say whatever you want to say out your mouth. And
No.
that's
Carissa is
how
the
we
same
do
way.
it.
She's not
But
gonna
I
let you.
think
She's not gonna let you say whatever you want to say out your mouth.
later looks like, and I could be wrong, I'm not speaking for her, but she looked like one of those that go, I'm gonna walk away and I'm gonna let you calm down because I
No,
know me.
she definitely
But
not. She
Carissa
definitely
looks
not
like
that. She
Yo.
definitely
Carissa.
not that.
Well, we can't say that because we don't know her personally. So you go about what you feel. We're not in
Nah, you know what I think?
Listen, Clarence. I'm telling you from what her ex-husband said. She doesn't back down
But
from
we talking
nothing.
about her
That's what he
ex-husband.
said.
We ain't talking about the dude she with today. I don't care what he say.
That's what I just said. I said I wonder how their significant others deal with these two individuals, because Layla is not going to let you just say whatever out your mouth,
Yeah, but we
and
talking about what the
Carissa's
ex
not
say.
going to let you say.
We talking about the dude she with today and her behavior. We don't know what she's like today. I understand what you saying, what he said, but we talking about Layla today, what
Nah,
she's like
Clarissa.
today.
I didn't say Layla today. I said Layla in her heyday.
Yeah, I know in her heyday, but I'm talking about today, what she could be like.
What are you
I
talking
don't
about?
care. No, listen to what I'm
I'm not
saying.
talking about
We can talk about her past life. We can talk about what could she be like today. What could she be like today? I don't care about her
Yo,
past life.
I mean,
yo,
she could be calmed down because she's older. She could be calmed down. I'm talking
Yeah.
about Layla when she was a boxer. When she was a boxer, and Carissa as a boxer, they didn't let nobody just say whatever they want to say out their mouth. That's why I said I wondered how Layla's husband dealt with that, because Layla is not letting you say whatever you want to say out your
Well,
mouth, and Carissa's the same way.
retire, you never stop being a boxer, even when you ain't boxing no more. So we still on the same type. You still got to watch your mouth. Even though I'm retired, I'm still a fighter. So if you say
yo.
something, you bring me
I
back to
look
where
at
I don't want to be.
I look at it like this. As far as Clarissa's concerned, she been uglier longer than she's been a champion.
Oh my God.
So she had to fight a long time before she had to get pretty. You know what I'm saying? So when she
Yo,
got pretty,
don't
yo,
nobody send this video to Pap or Carissa, because I got nothing to
yo,
do with this.
listen,
Go free.
I'm
Get
not
your man
lying, bro.
Sifu. Get your man Sifu.
Everybody on the panel knows a chick that's ugly that can fight. Let's keep it real.
Come
Yo,
on, come on.
nobody's messing with her.
I know.
Yo,
We were talking about that. We were talking about that the other day, and BVO said whoever was her dentist, she needs to go to another dentist because he didn't fix her teeth correctly.
Hey, BBO diabolical, wild buck.
Oh,
I'm like, no,
man.
you gotta be happy with the fact that she got her teeth fixed at least a little bit, even if they're not all the way fixed, at least a little bit, because they was really jacked up for a female. They was really jacked up.
Yo, listen, people think I'm being cruel. I'm keeping it so 1,000, bro. Remember, she had to fight a lot of things, the stuff that she said. You pay attention to the stuff that she said on her documentary or her interviews. Like, yo, I had to fight for my brothers and sisters, and I had to go down to the street and whatever. That's a lot of ugliness, man. Remember, this is before the perm. This is before the
That's a lot of
perm.
ugliness.
This is before the perm, bro. Before the straightening comb came out, bro, the hands was already wrapped for war. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And see, And see, once I got to know Carissa's story a lot more into detail, I understand why she has the attitude that she has, because like
Yeah,
she said, she never had anybody really looking out for her. So she had to earn everything from the mud. Literally, she had to
yeah,
earn everything from the mud, because
Listen,
even her own father thought Layla Ali was the best fighter he's ever seen. He's
yeah.
like, Layla
if
Ali is the best fighter I ever seen. So she's
you
always been living up to those standards of being as good as Layla or being better as Layla, because her father, best female fighter, was Layla Ali. Not even his own daughter. It was Layla Ali.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
That shit happens. What the fuck? Get
Man,
over
listen,
it.
you take all this fame away from them, they regular Section 8 chicks in the projects.
Man,
Uh,
listen.
no, I'm gonna
Listen,
beg to differ.
listen,
I
they
can speak.
still
I
the
only
same
speak
to
about
me,
who I
man.
know.
They,
Listen,
you
you
know,
take the fame away from them, they're regular chicks in the
Nah,
hood.
they're not, bro. They
They
not
are. You
regular
take the
chicks.
fame away from them. You take the fame away from them. What makes them important?
What makes them
If you
important?
take the fact, well, I don't think any of these females are of any importance. I think they're entertaining. I don't think
Right.
they're of any importance, because I could stop watching boxing tomorrow. These females wouldn't be a second thought in my head. So they're not important. They're entertainers. They're not important. But I think some of these females, you take them away from boxing, I think some of these females are still different females, because they have the mindset of doing something, of getting out of the projects, whether it was getting into boxing or is other avenues that
Yeah,
they
yeah,
took.
yeah.
They had the mindset, this is what I got to do to get out of the projects or get
No, but
out of the
it's
environment
not
I'm
about a
in.
project. Though.
So
Even when you bring up some of the male fighters, well, the thing is, we wouldn't be talking about them if they wasn't in the position that they were in. That's what I meant to say. I'm not
no, but
picking at them. We all come from the hood,
no,
so I don't want you
but
people,
that's what but see, that's what makes them different from everybody else that's in the project, because the other people in the projects, we see people all the time. Oh, this dude got ball skills, or this dude got good football skills, but they're not using that to make themselves uh um make themselves better to get out of the project. These individuals use what they were good at to make it out of the project. They have a
Right.
different mindset. So that's what makes them different than anybody else in the project. They don't have that same mindset. That's what makes them different.
Yeah.
yeah, I
I
see
mean,
what you said, D3. But then you got to look at the ones who had the opportunity and they dropped the ball because a lot of them didn't want to leave the streets,
yeah.
so they wind up getting shot by accident or getting shot on purpose because they didn't want to leave the streets. And then they realized years
Yeah.
later that their friends, the streets don't really love them. Because the streets did, they would just say,
Yeah.
get your ass away from here. What the hell you doing here? Take your ass back to school. We putting you in the trunk. We driving you back to wherever you came from.
Right.
So you have a lot
Yeah.
of them. It's more of
Yeah.
them. There was more opportunity that people fucked up that never got the chance to them. But say it again.
Yeah. Facts.
There was more opportunities that people fucked up. I'm gonna give y'all one story and I'm gonna pass the mic. It's a basketball player from Philadelphia, D3. You might have heard his name before. Kareem Towns. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Kareem Towns was battling for the spot with the Lakers. This motherfucker was out there. He one of the baddest boys that played ball in Philly. D3 no. This kid was the only way Derek Fisher got this spot because this motherfucker wanted to come back to Philly and be fucking Nino fucking Brown, which he was never Nino Brown from the fucking beginning. And wind up doing over 20-something years in fucking prison for wanting to sell fucking drugs for trying to be something that he never was. Fuck this
Yep.
whole fucking career up. Donnie Carr,
Yeah. I get.
who was one of the South's best players, D3, no? didn't want to leave off of Point Breeze Avenue, right around the corner from where I grew up at. Wound up fucking up his goddamn leg, getting shot. Fuck these streets, man. When I had the chance to go dance professionally, I said, fuck the streets. Go ahead, D-Free.
I give you a personal example. My cousin, Gary Fast Hands Jones, Mr. Russell's older brother, Antoine's older brother, Antonio's older brother.
Yeah, the elder brother, right.
This dude was managed by Sugar Ray Leonard. The dude was good. He couldn't leave the streets alone. He's serving life right now in a penitentiary because he couldn't leave the streets alone.
He was actually the best one out of the Russell brothers.
Right, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He was considered the best one. He had like I said, his name was Gary Fast Hands Jones. Bernard knows who he is. Bernard is the only person when people say they know about the Russells or whatever. Bernard is the only one that ever mentioned Gary Jones. He's the only one out of everybody that said they know the Russells, they met the Russells, whatever. Bernard is the only one that ever mentioned Gary Jones because, like I said, that's the only way that I am related to the Russells because of Gary Jones. Gary Jones is my first cousin. The Russells, they got a different mother, so I'm not really blood related to them. I'm blood related to their older brother, and Gary Jones was the first one out of the Russells to actually become a professional fighter. He had a title. It was a low level title, but he had a title at I want to say welterweight division. It might have been junior welterweight, but I want to say welterweight. I think he fought at 147, but it might have been 140. But
so you got footage of him?
He had the talent. Huh?
You got footage of him?
There's a little bit of footage of him on YouTube. If you type in Gary Fast Hands Jones on YouTube, you might be able to see a little bit of footage because this was back in the early 2000s when Gary was fighting. When Gary got locked up, I want to say 2004, 2005.
Yeah.
So this was the early 2000s when Gary was fighting. Because Gary was there to see my oldest son born. My oldest son was born in 2000. Gary had just got his belt. I want to say it might have been like 97, 98 when Gary won his belt. And I remember we went to the nightclub the night that he won his belt, and he took his belt with him to the nightclub. But yeah, I mean, you might be able to see him on YouTube. If you type in Gary Fast Hands Jones, they might have a little bit of footage of him. But the one thing that I remember that Sugar Ray Leonard said, Sugar Ray Leonard was commentating one of his fights. And the one thing that I've always remembered Sugar Ray Leonard said, Sugar Ray Leonard, this man Gary Jones threw a 7-punch combination. Sugar Ray Leonard said, that man's hands is so fast, he could turn the lights off and get in the bed before the room goes dark. He said that man could turn the lights off and get in the bed before the room goes dark. He said, I got fast hands, but my hands ain't never been as fast as Gary Jones. And this came from Sugar Ray Leonard. He said, my hands never been as fast as Gary Jones.
Damn.
Yeah. Real quick. See, I knew about him from my man Fareed Samad, who I grew up with, that's known in the boxing. Working with the Mayweathers, Alicia, all type of cats. So he put me on him. And even go as far as back when he was before he left the military, because Fareed Samad used to box in the military. So I knew about Mr. Fast Hands from him. And when I seen the little clip of him, I said, this dude probably the fastest hands I ever seen. Because to be honest with you, I'll let you guys know the fastest hands I ever seen, to me, it's not anyone you're going to expect. So I'm going to just get it out the way. The fastest hands in boxing I seen was Meldrick fucking Teller.
Yeah. He threw so many punches. Yeah, his punch power was crazy.
That team fast hands, that's that shit. What's this, Bruce Lee in a Negro body? Them hands is fast. Bruce Lee fast.
I watched this man in one fight. I forgot what fight it was. I remember it was on ESPN because I remember watching it on ESPN. He was on ESPN. He was fighting, and this man hit a dude with 8 consecutive left hooks back to back. 8 consecutive. Dog, do you understand how fast your hands got to be to throw 8 consecutive left hooks back to back and not get hit in between your punches?
Yeah.
Man, that shit is not normal. It's not normal.
I can't even throw it. I can't, dog. It's not even the fact that he threw 8 consecutive left hooks. It's the fact that if you never fought before, try to throw 8 left hooks right now by yourself. You can throw it, but can you throw it with power? Can you throw 8 left hooks with power back to back?
Consecutive power? Fuck no.
Even though the hook is already a hard punch, too.
Yeah,
I can throw about 3 consecutive with some real funk behind it. 3. And I gotta make them count. Because the other 5, you might eat them like M&Ms. So that 3 that I know I can get in, I'm gonna make them count. That's why you better protect your body, not your chin. You're gonna be bringing up with your food from last night and everything else, Jack. As a small dude, I was learned to hit people in the body before I even went to the goddamn gym. You're short. You're gonna have to learn how to get on the inside, hit him in the stomach. I bet you he'll slow everything down. Whoop, bah, whoa! Down goes his speed, his power, and everything else. Yeah, man. Yep. Hit him in the foundation, baby. Hit him in that gas tank. You gonna see if they a man or a man or not.
A lot of these dudes don't know how to do none of that shit that you just mentioned, Free. None of it. None of it.
I literally, when I seen him do it, I literally tried to do it my damn self. I was like, I can't even do that shit convincing.
You was out of breath, boy.
And then, dog, to throw 8 consecutive left hooks back to back with power, that's ridiculous.
Roy didn't even do that shit.
No,
we see Roy go about 3 or 4.
No, the only person I seen come close to doing it was David Benavidez, and he didn't even throw 8. He threw like 4 or 5. David Benavidez was the only person I seen come close to doing it.
Don't ever hold his arm, because if the other ones go, it's over. David gonna hit you with about 5 of them shit straight. That's Benavidez.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of these dudes can't do.
I mean, it's a lot of like I said, it's the mentality of these people that we see in boxing and sports, period. They have the mentality of they good at something and this is their ticket to get out of the situation that they in. Some people, like I said, we see people all the time in the summertime, or not even just in the gym. We see dudes ball and we're like, damn, this dude can make it to the NBA if he take this serious. And they don't have the mentality to do it. Like I see, because my kids ball, I go to the gym all the time and I see dudes, I'm like, oh, this dude is good enough to at least make the D League or go overseas and play ball. They just don't have the mentality to do it. They so enslaved into their mindset. And that's what I heard somebody say this the other day. They say, yes, we are free, but we are free slaves, because we're still slaves in our mindset. We're still slaves in our mindset.
It's called chattel slavery. Yep.
So yeah, we're free, but we're still slaves, because we still follow the rules of what is put out there for us. Nobody goes out and research and say, hey, do I really have to do this, or am I just doing this because they told me to do this? Nobody's really researching what they're supposed to do, because if you really research what you're supposed to do, if you really research what you have the right to do, there's a lot of stuff that you're not doing because somebody told you that you can't do it, and you didn't do the research to find out that you have the right to do it. That's why I tell a lot of people, learn what your rights are. Learn what your rights are. Because if you don't know your rights, A police officer can tell you to do something all day long, and you're going to follow what he said because he's in uniform and he knows the law, and you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And don't you know it's things that's written in law that we doing that we really don't have to do? That's why you have to read, know the law, not just
Mm-hmm.
civil rights. Learn human motherfucking rights. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
it again. Learn human rights. Learn your city constitution, because each state and city got their own constitution. These are facts. I had to read these books when I didn't want to. That's why my mind is the way that it is. I didn't want to
Yo,
sit around and read fucking goddamn books, but if you're gonna go outside and play, you're gonna come over here and learn something too. Today
yeah.
you might be learning how to
Say like,
read
it's like,
something. Tomorrow you're gonna learn how to change a tire. The next day you're gonna learn how to
it's like,
paint. All type of shit. That's how it was back then. We don't have no more workshops in or out of school.
like Crush is in the same line of work that I'm in, and one of the things that he has to know is the rights of people, because
Yep.
he can get sued or he can get terminated from his job if he violates someone's rights.
That's
He's
true.
in the same line of work I'm in, and that's one of the
Yep.
things that we have to know as a security officer or in the law enforcement field. You have to know people's rights, because if you violate someone's rights, that is a lawsuit waiting to happen. There's a lawsuit waiting to happen, and cities, states, companies has lost millions of dollars for violating people's rights. And
Yep.
if you don't know what your rights are, you don't know that your right is being violated, and you missing out on a lawsuit that you could have.
Yo, a
Yep.
lot of people don't understand that the white man, and I hate to use the term like that, but has said to us on media that the way we hide the knowledge is we put it so they're insinuating that we don't read. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. You gotta research things anyway. I mean, there's more easier ways to do things. Not saying don't read books, but you can research anything. If you got any type of technology on you, phone, home computer, laptop, everything is researchable. Everything, anything and everything is researchable. If you don't do your research, you just ignorant the person from the before TV was even put on. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of, and then we insult each other by saying the narrative, which is true to a degree, but I can't be cool with somebody call me the N word. I know how I was brought up. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you. I've sat here and watched videos. I've watched videos because every month there's videos put out for security and law enforcement of people violating other people's rights. And I've sat here and watched videos where a law enforcement officer, whether it was security or a police officer, a law enforcement officer has violated a person's rights off of one sentence that they said. They violated their rights. All they did was walk up to a person, this your car? You like, yeah. People like you don't normally have cars like this. That's a violation of the rights right there. By that one statement, people like you don't normally own cars like this. That's a violation of rights. Because basically what you're insinuating, because of my skin color or my gender, I'm not supposed to have this car. That is no set criteria of what type of person supposed to own a certain car. There's no set criteria. That's a violation of the right. And you just keep leading them on and let them keep talking. If you got video footage, you have a lawsuit of a violation of rights, a violation
Mhm.
under the color of law. Under the color of law, it's a civil rights lawsuit under the color of law.
Mhm.
I mean, don't law enforcement have to learn that anyway in the academies, right? Because I know they do at
Yeah.
least 6 months of just learning
Yeah,
just that.
they,
Yeah.
They need they, they
those are one of the one of the first things that you learn in the academy is you learn the Bill of Rights. You learn the
Right.
Bill of Rights. You learn the local law, and you learn the state law. Those are the three things that you have to learn. You have to learn the Bill of Rights, you have to learn the local law, and you have to learn the state law. And because the Bill of Rights is for everybody, no matter where you at. The local law is for the local area that you in. The state law is for the entire state. So those are the three things that you have. Of course, you have to learn the federal law, but those are the three main things that you have to learn: the Bill of Rights, the local law, and the state law. Those are the top three things that you have to learn.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. And then it's worse for you if the state pick up your case.
Yeah.
It's crazy out here. It's a crazy world we live in, man. Crazy.
If your case is strong enough, the state will pick it up.
Yep.
Your case is strong enough. The state will
pick
it up. And when the state picking up, you looking at hundreds of thousands or millions of dollar lawsuits. Sometimes it'd be a couple of 100,000. Sometimes it'd be millions of dollar lawsuits. Once the state pick it up. Now, if you do a civil lawsuit, you get whatever the civil limit is. The limit of a civil lawsuit, because every state have a different limit of what a civil lawsuit can be. They have a limit of what that civil lawsuit can be. But once the state pick it up, now it becomes a federal lawsuit. It's no longer a civil lawsuit. It's now a federal lawsuit. So now that is unlimited. Federal lawsuit is unlimited.
Yeah. Yeah, once the feds get in, it's like it's a wrap.
These are facts. Hey, I seen something last night. It was all over the place, and people been saying this for a minute about this guy. So I just wanted to switch the gears up, take it back to boxing. But what's going on with the Money Man? So I ran across something last night. Now, most of us, we know about the lawsuit against Showtime and Espinoza. But I ran across something last night, and he has a jeweler, AJ Jewelers, that's suing him for $1.4 million for unpayments for 26 watches. Now he frequents this place. So when they let you get things, on consignment, and then you agree to pay it later. With all that he got from him, he only paid $300,000. Sent 5 checks. Mr. Moneyman sent 5 checks to AJ Jewelers. They all bounced. So now, besides the lawsuit he got on them, they have a lawsuit on him because 26 watches and 8 making freaking gold chains and stuff. So I ran across this last night. So besides what he got going on, somebody on his ass.
That's the reason why. That's probably the reason why this lawsuit came out with Showtime.
Showtime, exactly.
He probably really is hurting for money right now, and rightfully so. When you got daggone like 7 or 8 different mansions in different one in different states, and then you got like 15 cars at each one of these mansions, eventually that money is going to run out. I don't care if you're a multi-billionaire or not. If you don't have the steady income to upkeep those bills, that money is going to eventually run out. It's one thing if you got one mansion, but to have like 7 or 8 mansions and you got a monthly bill on those mansions, and then you have cars and you got monthly car insurance on each one of those cars, that money is going to eventually run out. Eventually.
Yeah, isn't that what 50 was saying about it in the beginning?
When we look at guy 50 is a perfect example. When you look at a guy like 50, yes, 50 has a lot of stuff that he got. But the one thing that 50 has that Floyd don't have, he has a steady flow of income. 50 got other stuff going on. He got TV shows. He got movies. He got the rights to his own records that he put out for G-Unit Records and 50 Cent Records. Every time those records are being played, he's generating money off of that. Every time his movie's being watched, he's generating money off of that. So he has a steady flow of income. So yeah, he got a lot of stuff and a lot of land and property or whatever, but he has a steady flow of income. Floyd don't have that steady flow of income that he used to have. He used to have a high flow of income, but since Tank Davis lost, since a few other people have left, and I mean not lost, but since Tank left and a few other people left, and the money team promotions not promoting fighters as much as they used to, that flow of income has dwindled a lot. So he don't have the flow to be able to keep up with what he's going to end up.
He meant to start exhibitioning
what he's going to end
again.
up having to do, what he should do is he should sell those other mansions and those other cars where he's not living on a constant basis. Get some of that money back. You're not going to get all of it, but get some of that money back, pay off the debt that you owe, put the rest of that in the bank account, and then restart to get your money, your cash flow back in again. That's what he needs to do. I'm not sure if that's what he's going to do, but that's what he needs to do.
Yeah. Thanks. Yep.
I mean, you don't need all that stuff.
That's what he needs
anyway,
to do.
they didn't learn from MC
So
Hammer
I
and
ran across
Holyfield.
that last night. I said, okay, here we go. And this is the thing. A lot of people, fans, they get excited and wooed when they see these entertainers, celebrities, or whatever the case may be, buying this, buying that, boom, 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 boom. But this comes to show you can have all that damn money. You can have enough money and blow it. But the way that Floyd moves, this comes to show that he don't have good credit.
Mm-hmm.
It comes to show he don't have good credit. I don't care if you're in the millionaire, the half millionaire, then the billionaire club. Are you in the 700 club when it comes to credit? So when you got a guy that's always spending the money and showing the money, your credit ain't like that, dude. See, the smart ones, they got credit. And just like DC said, they got other things going on. Now, see, he made a lot of investments that did not turn out well for him. So it's costing him more than him making money off the property investments that he made and things like that. And just a couple of years back, it just came out that he wasn't paying his employees. So when you got that money, don't mean shit because it could just disappear like that. So this is why they say you pitch you out there, you come up broke. But see, when you got credit, when you're in that credit club, no matter how much money you have, you ain't gonna have these problems of people putting you out like that. But when you constantly gotta go in there, you always want to be put down money. That means that you don't have good credit. And to have that much money and be in that tax bracket and don't want to improve your credit with the status that you have for financial stability is one of the dumbest things that the dumbest person in the world can do on the dumbest day. You can tell. That's a learning lesson. So hopefully if it's young fighters that's listening or people who their children may be getting into sport, you think about managing, this is important. You have people who live on just going to work, manage their money way better than these celebrities. And like you said, it's going to cost. So the more you got, the more bills you adding on. Yeah. And then if you ain't got nothing flowing in, you're going to kick out because you ain't got nothing coming in. Your business is slow. You're losing on that. Then you constantly spending and doing goofy stuff. That's why you got to know how to manage your money. You can't be cocky. Understand this is the traits and characteristics from people what they say is not used to having enough. And I said that's an overstatement. That's a damn excuse.
Right.
It's all about, I don't care where you come from, what you never had, because I've seen people who came from nothing that never had a damn thing, but they in a great spot, but they so humble. See, when you get there coming from nothing, and when you go there, you're supposed to be the most humble person in the world because you one of few that the opportunity came for, you took advantage of it, or hey, I'm gonna get you started. I'm gonna put this to you, and then if you mess it up, that's on you. So you already know right from wrong. So that's an excuse. People act like they don't have nothing. No, they just doing too much. That's all that is.
Right.
Because everybody that come for nothing, when they get something, they don't all act like that. That's not true.
Yeah.
It's millionaires in this neighborhood right now. Millionaires that walk by me every day. Some I know, some I can tell. But you don't know that because they so humble. It's a guy, one of my neighbors, her boyfriend is a millionaire, y'all. He don't look like it, don't dress like it, and he still take his ass to fuck to work. So when you like that, it's supposed to make you humble. See, they say money don't change people. It just exposes who they really are.
Yep.
Who they were the whole time. Because remember, people, they get shy when their money is limited. Just look at it, man, when they get money now, most of them look at the rappers, they turn into tough guys. I never understood money turning people into tough guys, or supposed to be tough guys. He's a Malibu most wanted the whole time. Look at it, now he's exposing himself because he got money. That's why they say most of the people that got money as far as the street, they soft as shit. It just expose who they really are. I seen dudes make plenty of money all type of ways. These humble guys. You wear regular clothes and all, man, I ain't into that wearing diamonds and furs and all that. I got enough to worry about. Just because I don't dress the part don't mean that a motherfucker might not know I'm the part. But I don't want the fame. I need the stability.
Right.
Remember, guys said forget the fame, man. I just want the financial stability. I don't want the fame. That ain't shit. Everybody can have fame. Everybody got clout. That's all being famous is you got big ass clout. Your clout is big. That's all it is. He said, but no, I'd rather have the money. I want to be famous. You can't take care of what you need to take care with being famous. But with the financial stability and blessings that we create and come across, that's what matters. So you don't wear your bankroll on your sleeve no more than you got a piece of jewelry on. That's why I respect the guys that you can look at guys in certain places and they got these name brand watches on, but they just plain. That's value right there. Instead of you going somewhere, you taking this watch and you putting the value, you taking the value away from it. Because jewelry loses value as it ages, people. In case you didn't know that, one more time for the people way in the back. Jewelry loses value as it goes on. That's why it's not good to go making it up. You turn your damn watch into mascara because you putting all these rocks and bullshit in there. Really no value now. That's why a plain whatever name watch is more respectful than that old dressed up shit if it wasn't made like that naturally.
Yeah. They keep its value, man. What's popping, fellas? What it do?
What's going on?
What up, my guy?
I'm gonna tell you something. My cousin used to work at a jewelry store. For all these people that have these custom watches, these custom chains and diamond rings, when you turn that in or you pawn that stuff, the first thing they do is they melt that jewelry down, they take those diamonds out and they put it somewhere else. That custom watch that you had, that custom watch get destroyed once you sell it back or you pawn it. That stuff get destroyed because it's a custom to you. It's not custom to everybody else. It's custom to you. This is what you wanted. It's not what everybody else wanted. So they make it feasible for everybody else to like. You made it feasible for what you like.
Yeah. Hey, think of that custom watch, like a car going to the chop shop. They gonna bust down the seats. They're gonna bust down the door panel.
Make sure y'all
They're gonna
smash the
bust
like
down
button, man.
everything
No Dub
about
Zone
on that
podcast.
joint.
Chop it up,
And they gonna
session.
sell it
We chop it up
individually.
on everything.
And D-Free not lying. If your watch is gold or whatever like that, they're gonna melt that down. They're gonna sell that to somebody. They're
Fizzle,
gonna
what's
make
up,
some
yo?
change. What's popping, Chris? What's popping, food? What's popping, Clarence? Free.
You on mute?
They gonna.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't give a shit.
No,
what
we
none of
can hear G5.
I really
Hold
don't.
I'm about to say, damn. I'm about to say,
I
damn.
can hear him now. I can hear you, Five.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so
At the end of the day, I really don't be caring what any of these dudes do with their money because whatever happens to you, you end up homeless, bankrupt. I don't give a shit. That's your problem. You should have been more smart with your money. You should be more smart. Because let me tell you something. When I see a lot of these rappers flashing jewelry and money, and I see the cars, I'm not moved by none of that. None of that shit makes me want to get up in the morning and go, I want to be like him. None of that shit moves me. None of that shit moves me. So if you end up broke and homeless because you didn't make business decisions, that's your fucking problem. Like, if I'm telling you that I need No Dub Zone to be $1 million company and 20 years from now, I ain't got shit to show for it, who fault was that? Who fault is that?
Yours.
You did all that podcasting for what? You did all this, you had merch, you did all this shit, and your black ass ain't got nothing to show for it. You didn't leave your wife nothing. Forget your homies. I don't give a shit about my homies. I don't give a shit about them. My first priority is to take care of the wife. You ain't got nothing to show for it. So that all that money and jewelry and cars and chicks twerking in videos and all, man, that shit, and it makes sense. We the only ones on the earth that can't get the shit right. We can't get it right for nothing. So I'm gonna say in the words of D-Free, right? Because D-Free says this shit all the time. If that shit ain't got nothing to do with them being in the ring, I don't give a fuck what they got going on in their personal life. That's a mistake that they keep making. That's a mistake you keep making. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't learn to get it, see, we can't teach the next generation anything if we keep being fuck ups. How can we teach them anything if we keep being fuck ups? We can't. So when they doing something, how are we gonna go out our way to correct them? And we the fuck ups. Well, I could do that, you know, because I'm 50. I'm 30 something. I'm allowed to be a fuck up. No. It don't work like that. So once again, I tell Seafood this all the time, and y'all heard me say this. You know how many dudes we done walk past in your city, my city, that were former world champions that probably had a lot of money. I don't know what they had, but now they're digging out a fucking garbage can in 42nd Street.
Yeah.
But you don't even know that you don't even know that they was a former champion. You don't know they used to rap. They were doctors and lawyers. And I don't make it fun of everybody, but some people didn't make proper decisions because not only they were splurging with the money, but they were trying to take care of everybody and their mamas. Man, I'm not taking care of everybody. I'm going to just let it be known right now. I tell people all the time, so you won't be no surprise when I blow up. If you think that I'm going to take care of you, you coming to the wrong person. It's not happening. And that's not to say I'm not going to look out for my brother Free or Crush. No, that's not what I'm saying. But you can't look out for everybody and their mamas because at the end of the day, when it's all over, Crush, when you sitting around, nobody with you. Nobody with you. All the dudes that told you they was your day, everybody that told you they was your day one and they rocking with you. You my man, Crush. You my man, Free. I love y'all. You know, anything you need, I got you, my guy. You ain't got shit at the end. Why? Because you trying to be Mr. Splurge. You buying 100 watches and you buying chick Gucci bags.
It's a difference in looking out for somebody and taking care. Looking out means in hooking somebody up with a couple of $100 or a couple of $1,000 or whatever. But that's it. It's one time. I'm not doing this every month. I'm not doing this every time you fall into a hard situation. I looked out for you. That's what I said I was going to do. I made it big. I said I was going to look out for you. I gave you a stack of dough. That was me looking out for you. Yeah. What you did with that, that's on you.
That's on you.
The same thing. remember what 50 Cent, what Yayo said about 50 Cent? Yayo said he wanted a big house, a big car, whatever. And no, he said he wanted $1 million. I think he said he wanted $1 million from 50. And 50 said, man, I gave you a house, I gave you a car. I gave you a place to stay and transportation. You wanted $1 million. What was you gonna do with the $1 million? You was gonna go blowing on some smoke, blowing on some drinks, spend it at the club. I gave you something that you can build off of. I gave you a house. I gave you a car. Now you in the studio making your own money. You already have a place. You already have a car, so you ain't got to worry about that.
If you notice why a lot of these rappers, if you ever look around, right, or people that's celebrities, let's not just say rappers. When you look around and you don't see certain people that you're used to seeing them with, why do you think is that? They get rid of them because you're doing too much. The same reason why 50 got rid of Bangum Smurf, and when Bangum went to jail and prison, they said he was messed up for not bailing him out. Listen, we on tour, and you doing all this dumb shit that even though I didn't do it, it all falls back on me. Right. So when I send you back to the neighborhood to get your mind right, because Banger was mad, he sent me back to the neighborhood to get my mind right. You can't send somebody like me back to the hood to get my mind right, because you know what getting my mind right means in the hood, getting high and tearing shit up. That's your problem. But if I got you on tour with me and I'm taking you out of the most notorious projects in Queens, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you doing? Because anything you do out there is gonna fall back on me. Even if I didn't do it, they're gonna say, yeah, Fifth, that's your man. So we coming to holler at you. He caught a body, so we coming to holler at you. That's your man. Like, that's crazy. Why should I have to be responsible? Why should I have to be responsible for the next man's behavior? It's crazy.
What he meant was when he sent you back to the neighborhood to get your mind right, he sent you back to the neighborhood to show you what he brought you out of. You can either be with him and living good, or you can be back here in the projects. He chose to be back in the projects. That's what he chose. Yeah.
And then it's crazy that your bail is $7,500. So one of your mans had to put one of their man's mothers had to put the house up or whatever, and everybody came up and they put the money up for you to get out. And then here it is, it's animosity. Now we're gonna make a video and we're gonna make diss songs because it's crazy how you can do what you can do for people and they can still not be appreciative. You can get them all the cars, all the houses. You can put their kids in the best schools. I've been saying this for about 3 years now, and that shit don't mean nothing. Soon as you don't come to them for that one time they in something, you're the worst person in the world. That shit is crazy to be, bro. It's crazy.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm not bailing anybody out of jail. I don't care how cool we are. I'm damn sure not putting my mother house up for nobody. Because, yeah, we cool, but I don't know what your mentality is. You like, man, I know I'm going to be found guilty. I'm not trying to go back to jail. And then you run on that bail. Now, my mother just lost her house.
Go back to that DVD. Go back, y'all, for anyone who knows, who was watching DVDs back then. There's a DVD called Beef DVD, and it lets you know about every rapper who had beef. You go back to the 50 versus Domination and Bangum Smurf. It tells the whole story of how the shit started, and then they went to Summer Jam that year, which was my first Summer Jam, throwing fucking chairs at 50, caused a whole damn riot, all because of you didn't get me out of because you didn't get me out of jail, not because you said something about my mama, not because you screwed my sister, because you didn't get me out. It caused a whole big ruckus at Summer Jam where people were injured because chairs were thrown. Shit is crazy how like this, people are insane.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube right now. I seen that a couple of years ago. I seen it a couple of years ago.
And that was my first year, Crush. 21 years old, my first Summer Jam. I'm like, oh, I've been wanting to go here. Now, I get there and I'm like, oh man, I'm thinking there's Murder Inc. they got into. I'm like, yo, Murder Inc. in the crowd throwing chairs. They like, man, that's Bangum Smurf and Domination. I said, what? But they all supposed to be together. Well, no, they ain't together no more. So now you throwing chairs and beefing with people that you from the same community with. We all went to school with each other. Our moms are cool. Grandmothers went to the same church. We shopped at the same grocery stores. You see how crazy shit is?
That's the reason why 50 got rid of Young Buck, because Young Buck was blowing his money and he wasn't taking care of his kids. He had some baby mamas and he wasn't taking care of his kids. And 50 was like, yeah, you're not being responsible. I'm gonna have to let you go. That's the reason why he got rid of
When
Young
you
Buck.
let somebody go,
Then,
and this is another
then,
thing. I'm tired of
then
you
Young Buck
podcasts.
was wild as hell. He was
Yeah.
wild as hell then
This is
too.
what I'm doing.
He would do some crazy shit.
I'm gonna tell you what
Yeah,
I'm tired of them
yeah,
doing too. I'm tired of them getting on these podcasts and making seem it like the rappers that took care of them are the worst people in the world. They get on these podcasts, yo, he didn't do this, he didn't do that, or he played me and da 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 da. I thought he was better than that. I took you out of an environment that would have either took you out or you would have went to jail for. I put you in the best places, the best houses. You went to different countries that you can't even pronounce. We went all, and as soon as this one time something go wrong, I'm the worst person in the world. People are delusional and crazy, bro. Crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Fizzle.
I don't get it, man. But as far as these guys making
Frizzle.
and as far as guys making business decisions and messing up their money, I'm not gonna feel sorry for you. If No Duck Zone went bankrupt and I went broke, I'm not expecting nobody to feel sorry for me because I fucked that bag up. I fucked the bag up. And I gotta live with it. I'm not expecting nobody. I ain't expecting no charity. I ain't expecting nobody to come to my aid. I fucked the bag up.
Tasty cakes, nothing.
I always tell Tiff this,
Nothing
right?
tasty cakes. TK, TC.
This is the God heaven truth, right? At the end of the day, anything goes wrong with something that you built, anything goes wrong with something that you built, it comes back to you. It come back to you. I don't care how many employees. I don't care how many employees you got. You can have 100 people working for you. The shit all is still gonna fall on you.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If I'm ever about to go bankrupt, all y'all niggas better stay out of DC. Cause I'm pulling niggas over and robbing their ass.
Hey, listen.
Wow.
You better talk to all the dudes in DC that used to get it. All them 80s dudes that's still around. You better talk to them. Shit. All the money.
I'm pulling niggas over and robbing them.
Now you ain't gonna do that. I'm pretty sure you done threw some niggas some favors and some lifelines, boy. They gonna like, man, that nigga saved me, boy. I would have been under the fucking jail.
You know what, Five? Even with you doing that, you think people will be there for you. You might have a small portion. No. There's gonna be a lot of people that say, yo, all that money you made, you didn't save anything. That's people's favorite question. All that money you made, you ain't save anything. But I didn't say that to you. I didn't say that to you when you came to me.
Yeah.
I didn't say that to you, so I can't hold $1,000. Man, $1,000 is a lot. Man, I cut you a check for 1.5. Are you kidding me?
Hey,
Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you right now, I'm going bankrupt. I'ma lay down the entire No Duck cookout. Everybody
you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that because you gonna have some Bronx dudes.
Shit now. Hold on.
Listen,
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Anybody that think they gonna come in that department. See, one thing about me, when I start No Duck Zone as a business, I'm gonna have a couple of people that's gonna be willing to risk their life. So that ain't gonna happen. No,
hey, free. You know we cool, right? You know we okay, man. Hey, look, you know we good, bro. Like, hey, don't lay me down. Shit, Carter and Chloe gonna be sick.
I'm gonna have a couple Bronx dudes and I'm
gonna do like Fat Joe. I'm gonna rob the entire cookout. I'm gonna have a couple of dudes
I was cool with. You know why they'll never happen? Well, that will never happen. Believe me, I got some Bronx dudes that ain't gonna let that happen. So that right there, I never want.
That nigga Fat Joe had me die. That nigga said, man, I robbed the whole gym. Like 75 kids.
That was you know what? No disrespect.
I had them help me carry some stuff
I'm gonna tell you something about what he said. Just like these fighters and everybody else, people gonna say stuff because they know people gonna take it and run with it. You think for 1 second I believe that?
Don't nobody believe that. Everybody knew that was cap. You ain't
what these rappers and fighters say. I don't believe none of it. You need more people. I don't believe it.
No,
I don't believe what they be talking about.
if you from a hood, I don't care what hood it is. If you from any hood in the United States, I can't
Yeah,
speak for other countries because I've never been there. But
yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
United States, if you from any hood, you know damn well one person is not robbing 75 people. Not
No.
one. It's going to be a group of
Mm-mm.
people, but it ain't going to be
Mm-hmm.
one person.
Hell no.
Yeah.
No,
Hell
that's
no.
Listen,
You're gonna need it.
I
You
don't.
come to Dallas, one
I gotta
person
tell
trying to
you,
rob somebody, your ass is gonna be under the ground.
this is what I say. A lot of these dudes
Under.
are the new. This is why I say a lot of these dudes are the new females because they run their mouths. I don't believe none of that. When these rappers talk, I don't believe them. When these fighters talk, I don't believe none of them. They gonna say shit because they know us content creators, us media dudes are gonna take it and we gonna make a big deal out of it. I don't take none of this shit serious, bro. That's when people ask me
dog.
how I feel about shit, I be like, I don't feel nothing about that shit, man, because I know these dudes I know who's real or who's not. These dudes will keep talking.
Hey, dog. I was thinking about another episode that him and Jada Kiss did. It's on YouTube. The little short is on YouTube with a nigga. Fat Joe said, "Man, I smacked that nigga cheek." Jada Kiss said, "He
Oh
smacked
yeah,
his
that was
cheek."
crazy. That was crazy.
Yo,
And he said, yo,
Oh yeah.
I went in the bathroom and smacked him off. I was like, yo, come on, Joe, you tripping.
That
And he
Yeah,
said,
nigga
I took him,
I know
said,
it. I know exactly what episode.
then he
I
said,
took
I took him outside and
I took him
finished
in
him
the
off. And
bathroom.
I'm
I
like,
smacked his cheek.
no, when he
That nigga Jada said he smacked his
Whoa.
cheek.
no, when he said I
Whoa.
took him out, when he said I took him outside and finished him off, I was like, Joe, come on now.
That
Joe, come
nigga
on now,
Jada
Joe.
say, "Yo, son, he smacked his cheek."
That
Jada was
nigga,
looking for
dog,
that.
it's just the reaction of Jada Kiss that
Hey,
had me
hey,
lying. That nigga said he
Jada funny as
smacked his
hell.
cheek.
No, in real life, when you talk to Jada though, Jada is
That
funny as
nigga
shit though.
funny.
I'm not gonna lie.
He
yeah,
is
he a funny
funny,
dude. He
boy.
solid.
Jada is funny as shit. He is funny though, because if you look at Jada reaction, Jada be like, "Come on, dog, come on."
Yeah, he be looking like, nigga, what the hell is you talking about, Joe? Like, what is you?
Jada was
What?
like, "You ain't
What?
just say it once." Jada was like, "You ain't just say it once. You said it twice."
Yeah, and then Joe repeated it. That be the killing part. Fat Joe gonna repeat the shit.
It's not even what Jada said. It's the voice that Jada got. You know, Jada got
Yeah,
that
Mm-hmm.
raspy voice.
he
He
got that
like,
Yeah,
raspy
that
he
voice.
voice.
smacked his
Yeah.
cheek. He smacked
Yeah,
his cheek. Man,
he smacked his
I
cheek,
was
son.
dying.
Jada was like, "Yo, dog, you said it." He said, "You said it once, and then you said it twice." He said, "Yo, I like when he
That's
grabbed
it.
the flag." He said, "The flag." He throw the flag. When he throw the flag in, when he reach in his pocket and throw the flag, that shit
Man,
be
throw
like,
that flag.
when he throw the
I
flag,
be
I be
laughing. One of them episodes, he threw that
Dog,
bitch,
that
had to pick
shit.
it up and throw it again. I said, cause Joe kept saying, he kept flagging shit. He's like, man, he just on the flag. He just
when
flagging
he
today,
said, "Yo,
man. I was like, damn.
I took him in the bathroom and smacked his cheeks off." I was like, "Yo, you
Like,
bugging." I
whoa.
said, come on now." I said, "Come on now, Joe. Joe, you my Bronx brother, but come on, you making us Bronx dudes look like we go in the bathroom and smack cheeks. We don't do that in the Bronx, man. What are you doing, Joe? Yeah, man. Come on, man.
He smacked his
Come on,
cheek.
man. Yo, Seafood, you got dudes hitting us up in the DM talking about, "Yeah, Bronx dudes smack cheeks," and we like, "Yo, what you talking about?" Like, Joe, come on, Joe. Stop, Joe. Don't do that.
Mm.
Because we don't take dudes, we don't do that. We don't do that. Like, stop. We'll put hands and feet on you, but we ain't taking dudes in the bathroom and smacking no cheeks. Don't do that. Like,
Hell
don't do
no, I ain't smacking no
that. We ain't
boy.
doing that.
No,
Hey,
hey,
Seafood, we do not do that. Seafood, please, can you help out now? Can you please help us out? Because they got us Bronx dudes thinking that we take dudes in the bathroom and smack cheeks. We don't do that. What the fuck is going on? We don't do that.
All right, this is what I'm saying.
He smacked his cheek.
Yo, Free, shut up.
Yeah.
Yo, only thing I can say to that
That
is
shit had me
the,
dying.
the little cheeky,
Can't stand Free. Yo, Free, I can't stand you, yo.
yo, listen.
Oh my god, that shit had
smacking
me
little
dying.
cheekies, huh? Y'all smacking little cheekies,
All,
Clarence?
all I can
Okay.
say to that is I don't live in the Bronx no more.
No,
That
just
nigga-
don't do that. Don't do that.
There you
Seafood.
go. There you go, fool. Yeah.
Oh man.
What
No,
happened?
see,
Damn, Clarence. Now
they
look,
really was like, yo, y'all smacking cheeks in the bathroom in the Bronx.
hey,
I'm like, hey, we don't do that shit out here, boy. What are you talking about? I'm like, yo,
That is
hey,
funny.
He
Joe, I'm
smacked
gonna go
his
to
cheek.
Joe. I'm gonna go to his store. I'm gonna wait till he come to his sneaker store in the Bronx. I'm like,
hey,
Joe, you got to
Joe,
chill with them. You got to chill with that telling that story. But the story's already told, so it's over now. It's over now.
Hey,
But the
I
outfit,
already know.
He smacked
Free.
his cheeks.
Hey, you already know what to put on. You already know what to put on the shirt.
don't you do that,
And
Free?
He smacked his cheeks.
we weren't to the damn goddamn
No, the hell
barbecue.
you
Free.
ain't. I will take y'all invites right back. You ain't wearing that shit to the damn cookout. Y'all can keep y'all asses right where y'all at. If y'all think y'all gonna come to the cookout like that. That ain't about to happen. Hell no.
Oh my
No.
God.
Mm-mm.
I was gonna say that's the new tasty
Hey,
cake.
Clarence gonna give us he gonna give us dap and whatever. I'm like, what's
I'm not
up?
gonna
What's
give you
going
no
on,
dap.
Free?
I
What's
ain't gonna
going
give
on,
you no dap
G5?
because I'm gonna see your shirt and I'm gonna ask y'all to leave. Y'all ain't coming in there like that.
You
Hell
ain't
no.
gonna
Y'all
see
ain't
it.
coming in.
You ain't gonna see
Oh,
it. You ain't
you
gonna
ain't
see it.
gonna
It's gonna be
wear
a
it.
white tee like this.
You ain't gonna wear it.
You ain't gonna see it because it's gonna be a
Not
white
till
tee
that
like
shit
this.
you ain't.
I'm gonna give you
You
that.
might,
And
you
you gonna be like,
might,
what's
you
up?
might
hold
What's
wear,
up,
on.
you
G?
might wear it
What's
to your
up,
own
G?
cookout, but you ain't gonna wear it to mine. That ain't happening. Hell
That
no.
nigga gonna see he gonna see us walk off and go say what's up to Seafood, and on the back of the joint he gonna say smack this cheeks.
Yeah, not at my cookout. It ain't. Might happen at yours. It might happen at the next person. It ain't gonna happen at mine. Me and
Yeah.
Tiff ain't going. Me and Tiff
Hey,
ain't going for that. That ain't happening.
And all you gonna see is a picture of Jada Kiss like this. He smacked this cheeks.
You gonna be known as El Chicle Man.
This fool
No, that nigga
stupid.
Jada Kiss had me dying.
oh
Jada's
man, I'm in
stupid for
tears,
real though.
man. This shit
No,
funny.
no, but listen, it's the whole point of when they keep rewinding it though. It's not even
Yeah,
just what it said, it's that they keep rewinding
yeah,
it. There's one
yeah.
video where they slowed it down where he was like, I smacked his cheeks. And I'm like, yo, why are y'all doing this? Like, stop. But hey,
No,
Joe
that
put
nigga
himself
said.
in that
And then
Joe
I
put
took him
himself in that
outside and
position though.
I finished him off. I took him
Shout out to
outside
Joe
and I
though.
finished him all. I pounded him out. That nigga said, you pounded him out. I was said, Jada Kiss, shut the fuck up. That nigga said, I took him outside and finished him off. I pounded him out. That nigga Jada said, whoa, you pounded him out. And Joe kept going on with the story like he didn't say nothing wrong. He just kept going on with the story. That nigga Jada Kiss was like,
You know what it
this
is?
dude is crazy.
He's one of those that when he talk, some people are not thinking about what they say when they say it, and then some people just like hearing themselves speak. That's why you gotta
Nah,
sometimes be like, you
nah.
gotta catch
Fuck
yourself.
that.
You gotta
See,
catch
man.
yourself. You gotta
Hey,
catch yourself.
he's very glazy. He's glazy
Man,
like, man. I ain't trying to hear that. That
yeah,
Joe is
listen.
suspect. Pudding, and all that other stuff. You just ain't saying anything out the mouth and ain't calculating what you hear yourself, what you saying.
You live in a world with a lot of these dudes, or yeah, they are that way, and then you got some that they talk so much they think that it sound cool, and you ever sit and listen to a dude and you be like, the fuck is he?
See,
Yeah,
I will understand that. I would understand that if Fat Joe was like 25, 26, but Fat Joe was in his 40s.
I'm not even
Fat
accepting
Joe
that I'm not accepting that from the 25-year-old. I ain't accepting it from an
no,
18-year-old.
I'm just saying I will understand. I didn't say I would accept it. I will understand
I won't
because
even
this
understand.
generation is wild as hell. I will understand if they talking crazy. You be like, man, y'all niggas, y'all young dudes are wild as hell. But coming from a dude that's in his 40s, I'm like, Fat Joe, hold up. You grew up in a different time frame. You know better. You know better. I can understand these young dudes doing it because they don't know no better. But you grew up in the same time frame I grew up in. You know better.
Yeah.
You out this joint just talking crazy.
Well, a lot of the people now, the social media, people with these podcasts, rather if they rappers or rather if they just podcasters, whatever you want to call them. That's why half of the time I'll be like, I don't believe these dudes, man. I don't believe them. That's why it's so easy for me to be on this YouTube shit, because a lot of shit I don't believe. I just believe in what I do, and that's it, man. A lot of these dudes, it'd be some shit to laugh at, but a lot of these dudes, I'll be like, I don't believe y'all, man.
I don't listen to the stuff because they telling a true story. I listen to it because that joint be having me dying.
Oh no.
Anytime I listen
Yeah,
to
no,
the
that
Fat
right
Joe
there
and
is funny.
Jadakiss,
Yeah, that's funny. What they do though, what they do is funny. I like what they do because a lot of people tune into that. So no matter how much crazy shit Joe say, they tune in. They following this bananas. It's crazy. They following. So
yeah.
they
Whenever I listen to Fat Joe and Jada, I'm just listening to them because I know it's gonna be something on here that's gonna have me dying laughing. I just gotta wait for it to happen.
I listen to them more. I listen to them more than let's see, it's them. Let's rap about it. I listen to them, but everybody else I tend to ignore because a lot of
Actually,
other
to be honest with you, I've never sat down and watched neither one of those people's actual podcasts, whether it's Cameron and Mace, or Jadakiss and Fat Joe, or Joe Buttons, or Gilly and Wallow. I've never watched their actual
I don't
podcast.
really watch them like that. I watch highlights of them.
I watched their shorts. I watched the shorts
That's what I
because
was
the
gonna
shorts is
hold
always
on.
so
That's what I was gonna say, Free. But when I watch Let's Rap About It, I watch the whole thing because that shit be funny. That shit with Mano, like the shit he be, oh my god, that shit be having me and like they like to play the pause game up there. So when they doing that shit, I'm in this house in tears.
I never even knew they had a show. I saw a short come out about
it's
Nano saying something.
Jim Jones, it's Mano, Jim Jones, Fabulous, and Dave East. That shit.
Yeah, I saw a short of them. I saw a short of them. I didn't even know they had their own podcast.
Like
but I saw a short
when Mano
of
said,
them.
"Yo, when I get to thinking," and he was like, "I'll see you doing," and then I whispered to him, "I want to see what that gun like tonight." I said, "Yo, that's crazy." Like, what the fuck did he just say? But everybody in the crowd was like, yo, he was like, what? But it's certain shit I watch where it just be funny. Like you said, it'd be funny to me. And nowadays, I think that's what's missing in the world, a little laughter. So we need something that we can go and laugh at because, as you know, Crush and Seafood, that too many things are taken out of content and too many things are serious where we really don't get to sit back and laugh.
Right.
All I want to do is laugh. Certain shit is not funny. And certain shit when it's disrespect and it goes too far, I won't find it funny and I won't watch it because I'm like, man, I'm not watching that shit because that ain't nothing to laugh at. But when you hear Fat Joe or you hear Mano, certain people say shit, you need a good laugh. You can sit in your house, watch the whole episode, and just have tears in your eyes, and that's what we need. We need a little laughter in life, man. Everything's too damn uptight nowadays, man. And I don't like that. Like when you come up here, or when you go to BBO, or anywhere, you get laughs when you come up here. We can be serious, but we all get to laugh. I was somewhere last week. I ain't sneaking somebody's channel. I just happened to walk in, and I'm like, okay, either I came at a bad time or dudes are just in the I don't know. I didn't like the vibe, so I got up out of there. So when I see shit like that and that's not for me, I get up out of there. That's why it's so important that we have our own channels, that we could be here and we don't want to deal with somebody else's shit. All we got to do is set up a live and go live, and we can do whatever it is that we want to do. That's the beautiful thing about it. But shout outs to Jada and Joe, shout outs to Mano and them, man. Yeah, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. Just like all of us coming together and do what we do. It's a beautiful thing because we all have a lot in common. And that's the reason why I always tell people it's a friendship and relationship that'll never be broken up because we have a lot. We all have a lot more in common than we think. Beautiful said, "Wow, yeah, Beautiful. It was crazy." Mano said that was bug. But yeah, as far as finance and learning how to manage your money, going back to what y'all was talking about, yeah, that's I don't know. When I think about that, brothers, it's sad because we know how to get money as Black men. We know how to get money. That's one thing that people can't take away from us. Keeping it is not really so much just the problem, but managing it, not investing it into anything, trying to take care of everybody and their mamas seems to be the problem.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta get into that mode. Like back when I was out in the streets, we had a mode like when we wanted to get, we had a certain goal that we wanted to make, or we needed to get, because we wanted to get a new car, or we was trying to get a crib, or we was trying to get some clothes or whatever. We had a mode called grind mode. Grind mode, we will be outside all day making money. We're not spending no money. If we did, it's very little. Like, we'll go to the carryout, grab some 5 wings and fried rice and a soda. That's all the money we spending for the day, because we're in grind mode. We're trying to get as much money we can get until we meet our goal. Once we meet our goal, then we back to spending money. But up until that point, we're in grind mode. We ain't spending no money. Like, niggas like, hey, you going to the go-go tonight? Nah, dog, I'm grinding.
I remember Jim Jones said one time when they had a time where he was like, the financial was kicking in a little bit, and he told Chrissy at the time, he said, look, there's going to be times we can't shop for Gucci bags. We can't go get this. We can't go get that. But boy, once I get back to wherever I need to get back to, you can have whatever you want. And when he said that, I thought that was, I said, well, that makes sense, because you can go broke trying to do all that. The Gucci bags, the this and that. So at some point you got to have a limit where you go, yo, we're not going to no strip clubs. We're not going to do this. We ain't going to do that. We on a, you know what I'm saying? We on a spending limit right now. But once we get back to where we need to be, then we can do whatever it is that we want. Too many people to me are just trying to, and I'm tired of always, because I come where I come from, I don't know what it is to have this kind of money. I mean, we can only keep using that for so long. I understand that part, but you're not getting all that to have it go away. You give a cat today $1 million. You give a cat today, right now, today, $1 million. It may not be going today, but he gonna fuck it up. He gonna fuck it up.
Right.
He gonna fuck it up in the worst way. That fool ain't thinking about investing. That fool ain't thinking about that. That fool gonna fuck it up. And he don't realize that the people that he's around, they just gonna be around him to be around him. He gonna get all type of new friends that ain't been fucking with him. He gonna get all chicks that he couldn't get nothing from, that all of a sudden now they on him. And they gonna help him until there's no money left.
To be honest with you, like a dude like me, in my situation, I don't need $1 million. If you can give me about 200,000-300,000, I'm good. I'm where I need to be at, and I'm straight for the duration of my life, because that $200,000-300,000 is going to pay off whatever I need to pay off, and the rest of that is going to go to stacking. I'm putting that money in the bank, and I'm making sure that we are financially stable.
Hey, Crush, you still there, Crush? Oh, he might be doing something. It's like today, if you had 4,000 or 5,000, how do I take that 4,000 or 5,000 and turn it into 20,000? Because the thing is, you always supposed to take the money and flip it, not take the 4,000 or 5,000 and just go splurging. Now you go, okay, I got 4,000 or 5,000. How do I turn this into 20,000? Now when I get to 20,000, how do I turn the 20,000 into 30,000? And it's supposed to, you know what I'm saying?
This is what you do with like 4,000 or 5,000. 4,000 or 5,000. What you want to do with that is take about 1,000 or 2,000 of that. The other 2,000, you put that away. Put that in the bank and let that sit in the bank. You already working, so you let that sit in the bank. That 1,000 or 2,000, you try to flip that. If you can't flip that, then you just done. You just say, okay, I can't flip that. I gotta chill, stack my money up until I get another $2,000 and try to flip that. But don't take the whole 4,000 and try to flip it, because if you put it in a bad investment, now you just lost $4,000. You're back to square one all over again. You take 1 or 2 of that and try to flip that, put that other 2 in the bank or that other 3 in the bank and let that sit there while you still working, you still paying off your bills with the money that you work for. That other 3 or other 2,000 that you got there is sitting there. That's money that you need just in case an emergency pop up. But that 1 or 2 that you're trying to flip, you find a good investment or you find a good hustle to flip that. And then when you flip that, you put some of that away and then flip the next, you flip that profit that you got. Put some more of that away, you flip the profit again. That way, now you look a year down the line, you started off with $2,000. Now that $2,000 just turned into $50,000 or $100,000 because you did it responsibly. If you take that whole $4,000 and you try to flip it and you put that in a bad investment or you put that in a bad hustle and you lose that $4,000, you're back at square one living from paycheck to paycheck. You're back at square one again.
Which a lot of these idiots don't understand. And then they wonder why they be in the predicament they're in. A lot of, I've seen a lot of our people for years get money because that's one thing we can do. We can get money. The problem is investing. That's the biggest problem. It seems like everybody's scared of that word, but everybody don't know what that word means. A lot of y'all know what that word means, but y'all don't care. Y'all just start thinking about everything I want. I want the cars. I want the jewelry. I'm going to go buy 50 bottles of Henny. We at the strip club, all that other goofy ass dumb shit.
When it comes to investing, it's not about investing the money. Like everybody know, okay, you need to invest your money. But what a lot of people don't do, they don't do research and they don't do studies on what they're going to invest their money in. They see, okay, this business is growing or this is growing. Let me go ahead and put my money in. No, you got to look at the history of that business. How did it go? Did they make money more money this month and less money this month? So is this a common occurrence that happens? They make a lot of money, then they lose money, then they make a lot of money, then they lose money. So you got to look and study the investment, because if you don't, you can put that money in a business that's on the losing part of their business. Like I use security for example. During the wintertime, it's bad for security. The security field doesn't grow as much during the wintertime. The summertime, security grows a lot. You get a lot of people applying for jobs. You get a lot of people looking for security as a company to protect their company, because you got more people outside. During the wintertime, there's not that many people outside moving around, so less people are looking for security. Less people are actually looking for work, because they already got their job that they're going to have to get their Christmas gifts and things like that. So when the highest part of a security business or a security industry is during the summer, when it's hot, when there's a lot of people outside. The low part is during the wintertime, when there's not that many people outside, ain't that many people hanging out. So you ain't got to worry about like apartment complex. It's going to be more busy during the summertime because more people hanging outside, barbecue and things like that. Wintertime, people they're gonna be in the house. They ain't sitting out front in the middle of the cold. So it's the same thing. That's why I said you gotta study what your investment is going to be in. Not so much that, oh, I know this make a lot of money. Yeah, it does, but it's different times of the year where it makes a lot of money. It's not throughout the entire year that it makes a lot of money. Some places does, but most companies, they have a high part. I mean, they have a high point and they have a low point. Sometimes they're going to be doing more business. Sometimes they're going to be doing less business. You got to figure out, are you catching it at the high point or are you catching it at the low point?
Yeah. It's people don't understand that. This is why I be like, I don't feel sorry for people when they end up in certain situations. That's on you. If you're not making, we can't keep going. We in 2026, and this has been going on for years with our people. We can't keep going the next 10, 20 years making the same excuses. I ain't never had this kind of money, so I don't want to hear none of that shit. If you put yourself in a predicament where you're saying you want to get out the hood and you want to live better, and you find yourself back in the fucking neighborhood because you made stupid ass decisions, you're not somebody I feel sorry for. You're not somebody.
That's what me personally, me personally, if I was coming into some money and I knew, okay, next month I'm coming into 300,000 or I'm coming into 1.5 million. I know that that's what I'm about to get for whatever reason, but I know that's the money that I'm about to get. The first thing that I am doing, I'm setting up a budget plan. Okay, this is what I'm going to spend money on, and I'm going to put the rest of this money away. I know I need to get this. I need to get this taken care of. The rest of this money is going to get stocked up. And once it gets stocked up and I start building on that money, then I can feel a little more comfortable. But I'm not going to take that whole 1.5 and say, oh, I got 1.5. Let me go buy 2 cars. Let me go buy a house. Let me go buy a whole brand new wardrobe. Let me go buy a couple of chains, a couple of watches. I'm not doing that because for one, I'm much older. I don't need to be all flashy and things like that. I was never one that was real flashy anyway. I will dress nice, but I was never one that was really flashy like that. And wanted to be seen. I will always play my position, but I'm gonna make sure that I have a budget plan on how I can make sure I do not run out of this 1.5 or this 300,000. I'm gonna make sure at the minimum I'm still gonna have take care of what I need to take care of. Like if I'm getting 1.5, that's 500,000. It's gonna be paid on everything I need to take care of.
You gotta pick the time. Right after this, y'all, we're gonna go over to our girl Vacay Bay. We're gonna go to her right after this.
No, so y'all like I was saying, that
go subscribe to her.
That 1.5, I'm gonna take that 500,000 and pay for everything I need to pay for because I don't have 500,000 worth of bills. I got maybe $10,000 worth of bills, maybe. So that half a million is gonna be me taking care of all my bills, taking care of a couple of wants, and then that's it. That mill is gonna be sitting in the bank. That mill gonna be sitting in the bank. My wife gonna be like, hey, you know we still got $1 million in the bank? Yeah, we still gonna have $1 million in the bank. This 500,000 is gonna be what we need.
We ain't talking about bills, Ray, because one thing about me trying to make No Duck Zone a profitable company, it ain't me just doing it to pay bills. I'm doing it to never have to work for anybody, to be able to enjoy life. My whole thing of being successful, because people get the word success mixed up. Being successful is not being famous. You know what I'm saying? Being wealthy is to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do, go wherever you want to go, and don't have to answer to nobody for that. You know, that's what I want to do in my life. I'm not some guy who's gonna wait till he's 70 years old to be like, yo, I ain't never did this, so I can start living my life at 70. I'm not fucking doing that. I'm gonna start living my life now. No. So, you know, I ain't knocking nobody. I'm not knocking nobody. It's just I'm speaking on me where that's why I always say No Duck Zone has to work, because this is my ticket out of a lot of bullshit. This is my ticket, not some porter or dishwashing job. That's just to help me get to where I need to be. But No Duck Zone is my ticket out. And I think if you're serious about what it is that you do, rather if you're a podcaster or not, if you're a podcaster and you're saying, I want to go deeper than what it is that I'm doing, if you're not having that type of mindset, then to me, I'm just looking at you as you're just on here to be on here. But, you know, that's just me.
There's not a single person on God's green earth, unless you are homeless. There's not a single person on God's green earth that don't have bills. Everybody got bills. I don't
course,
care if
everybody
you
got bills.
if you the richest man in the world. He got bills
Everybody got
because
bills.
he got people that work
Everybody.
under him that he has to pay. So everybody
And they
got
bills.
bills.
Y'all think for you regular 9 to 5 people that think y'all bills is nasty. Shit, man.
So I'm gonna tell you like this: whether you are low class, middle class, or upper class, and then you have the rich and the wealthy. Whether you upper class, middle class, low class, wealthy, or rich, everybody bills are the same. Their bills are accustomed to your income. Your bills is accustomed to your income. When you get more money, those bills get larger. The more money you get, the larger those bills get because you're going to get things that's more expensive. Like if you're low class, or I'm not even going to say low class. Well, yeah, if you low class and you have a house, your house is not going to be the most expensive house. Your house is probably going to be the cheapest house you can get, but it's still a house. When you become middle class, that house is going to be a little more expensive, which means your bills are going to be a little more expensive. When you become upper class, that house is going to be a little more expensive, which means your bills are going to be so on and so forth. So it doesn't matter what level you are on this God green earth. Everybody has bills according to your income. You all got bills according to your income. Same
Yeah.
thing with a car. Now, your car might be paid for, but you still got insurance on that car. Still got insurance. And if you have a more expensive car, your insurance is going to be higher
Let me
because
tell you something.
the premium on that for like the car that I got right now that I'm sitting in is a $30,000 car. If I turn this $30,000 car into a $70,000 car, it's going to be more expensive than what I'm paying for my insurance right now because the car is much more expensive.
Shit, having kids is a bill. For y'all that don't know, that's a damn bill. Shit. But you got to take care of them. You got to get them what they need. That's a bill. So yeah, bills are always
That's
going
why
to be around.
when I hear people say, I want a Maybach, I want a Mercedes, I say, okay, what type of car you got now? Oh, I got a Honda Civic. How much is your car insurance? Oh, my car insurance like $150,000. Well, you know, when you get that Maybach, your car insurance gonna be like $400. Your car insurance gonna be like
They
$400,
don't be
if
thinking.
not
They don't
more.
be thinking. Because they stupid asses is too busy trying to keep up with the Joneses.
So
They want to be
you
able to have something just to say they got it.
you gotta pay $400 for the car insurance, and unless you paying damn near half of that Maybach, you probably paying somewhere like $1,500 a month for that Maybach. Unless you somebody that's making a couple of $100,000 a year, because a Maybach at the minimum, a Maybach is like $150,000.
Man, listen, they barely could keep food.
$150,000.
They barely could keep food in the house. Talking about I want a Maybach. You barely could keep food in the house. You opening up your refrigerator talking about it ain't nothing in here to eat, but you worrying about having a damn Maybach. Man, if y'all don't get y'all silly asses out of here, this is why I say some of
Yeah,
our people, we got to start using this. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. I need the $200 pair of Jordans, but you ain't got nothing to eat in your damn refrigerator. I need the Maybach. I gotta have this jacket. I mean, granted, if you could afford all that, copy that. But we talking to the people who can't, and you going out your way just to prove something. Get out of here, man.
Like I look at people that go out and get brand new cars or get a new house or whatever, and the first thing I think about is what type of job do they have? Because I don't care where they live at or anything, because I want to know, are they able to keep it up? Because a Maybach, not only is the car insurance much higher, but the service is much higher. Like I remember when my mother had a Benz. When my mother when she first got her license back, this was back in '94. My mother bought a 300 C class, and I remember she told me to take her car to go get her brakes done. I went to the daggone spot to get her brakes done. They told me that joint was $700. I said, what? I said, Mom, you know your brakes cost $700? She said, yeah, I know. I already paid for it or whatever. I'm sitting there looking, I'm like, Mom, you could have gave me $300 and I would have changed the brakes for you. You gave me $300. I'd have changed the brakes for you. You paid $700 to get your brakes changed? Like, it's the service on those foreign cars and those expensive cars are much higher because they know, for one, they know how much the car costs, so they know, okay, this guy got money. He paying $100,000 for this car, or he paying $70,000 for this car. I know he got money. He not working at McDonald's with a $70,000 car or $100,000 car. He's not working at McDonald's. He got a good job, so we're gonna charge more for these daggone the service. We're gonna charge more for the maintenance, the oil change, the spark plugs. We're gonna charge a lot more than what we would charge on a Honda Civic. A Honda Civic, you go get the brake change, that joint might cost you $120. I mean $120. But you go get a Mercedes brake change, that shit gonna cost you about $600-$700 to get the brakes changed.
A lot of y'all are not making smart decisions, whether it's cars, clothes, jewelry. Y'all not making smart decisions. I don't want y'all to think that we telling y'all what type of car to get, because this is not even about cars. Y'all are not making smart decisions and then wonder why you have to end up selling your car. You either got to end up selling your car, you got to end up selling you got 20 pairs of Jordans and you might have to sell 5 of them because you need money. You got to eat.
Bruh.
I'm short on the rent, but you didn't think about being short on the rent. You didn't think about being short on the rent when you was going to get them fucking Jordans. So now you mad. I got to sell 5 of my Jordans. I'm pissed. Okay, yeah, you got to do it. I got to take this jewelry and go get it pawned. You didn't think about that shit, though, because you out here trying to keep up with the Joneses. Now, mind you, if you could afford it, I can't tell you what to get if you could afford it. There's some people who could really live that life. I'm talking to the ones that you living in the moment. You're not thinking about 6 months from now. You're not thinking about a year. You're not thinking about when it's time for your kids to go back to school. Oh, shit, I got to get them uniforms. Fuck, I ain't got it like that. So I might have to sell these sneakers because she needs this uniform because he or she can't go to school unless they in them uniforms.
What you about to say,
y'all be making crazy decisions.
Fine, what you about to say about your car? You might have went somewhere we can't hear. Hey.
He probably, he got to come back in. I think he was saying the cost of his car. I don't know. I think he got a BMW or something.
Yeah, he got a BMW.
Yeah, so
can y'all hear me?
He got the.
Now we can hear me.
Go ahead. Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah. No, I had to change my order because this drive-through line is hanging out into the street, bro.
Oh hell no! They hungry.
I said, oh no, I'm going to pick it up at the counter, bro.
Yeah, ain't nobody going to do
that. My rear brake pads is a $1,200 job. Oil change $300.
Yeah.
It's $1,500 for a back brake change and an oil change if I take it to BMW. I told him, y'all out y'all goddamn mind. I said, what about the front? That's another $1,100. Boy.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like this was in '94 when my mother had her Mercedes, and they were charging her $700 to get the brake change. I was like, what? $700? I said, Mom, you could have gave me $300 and I would have changed it for you.
Yeah, that's why I do my own shit.
Yeah, we have to make better decisions. There's some things in life that it's not meant for us to have, and we need to stop looking at everybody else and seeing what they got and saying I want it too, because everything is not meant for you to have. Certain things are meant for people to have. If it was meant for me to have a car, I would have a car. If it was meant for me to have a house, I would have that. And believe me, I'm working on that in God's timing. Because even when you get a house, that's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah. And if you want certain stuff, you better be skilled. I do my own maintenance. I do my own brakes, rotors, tune-ups, oil changes. Only thing, I got turbos. I'm not fucking with it. It's too many damn pipes. I take that to my mechanic. Like I know my limitations. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to worry about that. I do it myself.
I just
In
asked
10
my wife.
minutes,
I just asked my
Vay,
wife.
hold
I
on,
said,
give me 1 second. Vay, give me 10 minutes and we'll take it down off this. 10 minutes. I want to make my third hour and then we'll close it. Go ahead, Free.
yeah. I just asked my wife yesterday. I said, babe, now that Diamond and the grandkids are moving out, did you want to see about getting a single family 2-bedroom? She said, nah, I don't want to pay the water and electric bill. I'd rather stay in
Yeah,
an apartment. We
yeah,
don't
that,
we
yeah,
don't we
yeah,
don't
yeah.
need that because it's just us two. We don't need it. I was like,
We
well, if it's just gonna be us two, then we're gonna move in a nice condo to where we have the luxury of a house, but
listen.
we don't have all of the bills of a
I don't care
house.
what you move in. Just make sure you got a balcony for when I come over. I want a barbecue. That's all I ask, brother. Just have a balcony. That's all. That's all. Just have a balcony.
I seen your barbecue. Hell no, you're not burning up the top of my goddamn roof and telling me something. Hey, now
No,
that's a
you
fire.
motherfucker.
No sir.
Boy, you mother.
Now that's a fire. Hell no, I got. Hey, oh y'all about to be sick of me. Y'all about to be mad at me because
Why?
in about 3 weeks it'll be here. My office, 3 monitors, the computer, the camera setup. Oh, it's about to be
And I
the
hope when you
free
get,
sports talk podcast for real.
I hope when you get all of that, I hope this shit don't work with your bragging ass. You get on my nerves with your
It's about to
bragging
be
ass.
the free sports talk podcast for real. I got the setup where my 49-inch monitor is going to sit up top, and then I got 2 27-inch monitors below that, and then the computer by itself is like $1,800. Dog, this joint is about
I
to be
hope when you
sick.
get all
Y'all
that,
about
that
to be
shit don't work. I hope it don't work on your ass.
y'all about to see real live podcasts at D Free Sports Talk. The games, calls, and all that.
Yo, what's up with yo? You got some shirts, D Free? I got to get a shirt from you, yo. You working on some shit?
Yeah, I got a couple of shirts. Well, I got a shirt. Actually, I'm gonna buy one probably this weekend. I probably buy one either this weekend or next weekend. I'm gonna get a shirt made, have it sent to me so y'all can see it. And the next time, once the shirt
Yeah,
gets
I'll buy
here,
one.
the very next day, you'll see me on the live stream with that shirt on.
Yeah,
And so
y'all got
you'll
to get
see
y'all.
the new shirt
Get
and the
y'all
logo.
get listen, you gotta support the fellas. Whatever D Free is coming out with, whatever you see G5 come out with eventually, you know me with my coffee mugs and my shirt. Come on, ladies. Come on, y'all. Don't hurt the support. Come on, come get it. Come get it.
Hey Angie, I was on your Instagram the other day, and you had put up a post of some ladies walking out to the club or whatever. I was like, I know damn well Angie is not walking in New York
Oh
City
yeah. I thought
with her
I seen
toes
that.
out.
I thought she was.
I
I
know
seen that.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
seen
she
it
was
I
too.
said,
walking
Angie at
outside
the
with her
club?
toes out. I said, I know damn well she ain't outside walking with her toes out. And then I look, I said, oh, she got a video of somebody else. I was about to say, I know damn well you ain't in New York City walking around with your toes out.
Listen, I was finna hit Angie. I was finna hit Angie in the DM like, Angie, really? You got your feet out? Like it's cold, like it's not warm outside. She said,
And
not me. Yeah.
if I ever see Angie outside in the cold with her toes out, I'm gonna stomp right on her big toe. I'm just gonna stomp right on the big toe. Pow! That's for all the big jokes.
Not stop on her.
Hey, and hey, nigga, hey, I'm walking at the damn food. I'm walking at the food place. They got bust out laughing. It echo through the door. All these old ass people just turning and looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
Oh shit! I thought that was Angie though. I see the video and
Yeah,
I said Angie
I'm
with
looking like,
something
what the
with
fuck?
some food. I'm like, what is Angie doing? Then I realized too, like, oh, that's not Angie. Angie just put the video up. I thought it was her. I was finna DM her like, sis, really? What you doing, sis? Come on, sis.
Mm-mm-mm.
Come on, Phil.
Man,
But listen,
yeah.
we close to that weather though. We close to it. We close to it. Soon as it hit about 60 in New York, you know how they do free. You know how they do free. Soon as it hit 55, 60, they're gonna be out of pocket out here.
I see you, Frizzle. That boy say smooth down. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but, congratulations on that free, as far as getting the setup and everything. Watching you brothers, y'all both came a long way, man. It's just
Who,
crazy.
me?
It's crazy
This
to see how in 2026 we still here though. And I don't mean still here as far as being alive. It's just crazy how, you know what I'm saying, the brotherhood, man, it's crazy. Because I'm telling you, for people that don't know, our background for all three of us is fucking crazy. You wouldn't believe it. So for us to all still sit here, it is bananas. Because if we told y'all half of the shit we went through, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. I heard that is never that strong to have toes out. Yeah, Angie. We just wanted to make sure it wasn't you, Angie. We had to make sure you didn't have your toes out in the snow. But D Free, you should get him when you see him at the cookout, because your man said he was gonna stomp your toe. That's crazy.
Yeah, that nigga is disrespectful.
You know what it feel like to have your feet stomped while it's cold and you got open-toed shoes? First of all, it hurts to step on somebody's foot when they got shoes on. You know what that shit feel like when your feet? Oh man.
I'm gonna make sure I got my work boots on.
No. Oh man, you cruel.
Fam.
You wicked, bro. You is wicked, my boy.
Angie,
that nigga, I'm gonna make sure
I
got my work boots on.
Listen, Angie would have had about 2 or 3 toes broken. Maybe the whole damn foot.
I'm gonna make sure my work boots on. Not the work boots, Frizzle.
That's the only boots I got internet beef with.
Her toes gonna be hurt so bad, she gonna put out a daggone a civil lawsuit like the girl did Tank Davis. He gonna like, man, he dragged me down the street and he beat me. Oh, it was like, hold up. The video showed all he did was stomp your toe. Well, it felt like he did all the other stuff. It felt like that.
Oh my God.
his wallet said he did all that other stuff because I need the money, nigga. Looking ass. That's what they gonna be saying.
She said, this is the only person I got. She got internet beef with you. Yeah, man.
Yeah, me and Angie got an internet. Me and Angie got an internet beef.
No, she got 2 people, and it's both bald head dudes. She told me we beefing until I get her buckies.
I'm putting together a class action lawsuit.
I'm like, damn. I said, ain't this some bullshit? I said, I done caught a illegitimate stray on my own live. She did it on my page. Yeah, C5, we beefing until I'm like, damn, okay, bet. I'll see you in August. Don't worry.
Yeah, word G5, a temporary beef order right now. Yeah, in August, baby. The countdown ain't begun yet, but it's gonna start.
It's cool.
All I'm saying is protect yourself at all times when you come up here. Protect yourself.
Trust me.
Times. Like the referee tell you, protect yourself at all times. That's all I'm gonna tell you when you come up here.
Yeah.
Me and Tip don't care what y'all do. All we asking you is to protect yourself at all times.
Soon as I get there, just take me to Method Man dispensary, and we good.
Oh yeah, we gonna take you. Oh man, listen, we got a mean ass. I got a mean ass dispensary to take you to. This is the one I'm taking you to is a mean ass one. Mean.
Yeah, I need all that work.
I'm gonna take you right to Method Man. Method Man got one right across the street from the Apollo.
That's what I'm saying. Take me right on over there, and I'm gonna be good. I'm like, hey, who got a card? I need me an ounce.
Every time somebody goes into that store, every time somebody goes to that dispensary, that shit stay packed. Stay packed. They walk in and out that shit every day in that dispensary. I gotta hire papoose so I can be ready for I tried something, Angie. I tried to get a special guest to pop up, Angie, and I had asked them. I had went on their Instagram and had asked them. The response I got was bananas because I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't see that coming." But yeah, it might be somebody that y'all at least expect to see there that'll be there. I'm gonna just wait for them to get back to me on it. They got to check their calendar. But yeah, I don't know what made me ask them.
Is it who we talked about behind the scene?
No.
Okay.
But somebody else that you at least expect, and you like, yo, how the fuck you pull that off? How you pull that off? So
you gave him some of the best honey butter chicken in the world. And he said, "I got you, my nigga."
I'm cool with so many people that this is why I always say the networking and relationships is important. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know as that go on. But let's make sure we get to our girl Vacay Bay. She's going on next. Like I said, Carissa Shields, Franchon Cruz. It's fight week. I'll be back to talk about this the day of the weigh-in, which is the weigh-in should be what? The fight is damn. You know what I thought about it? The fight is Sunday, so would that make the weigh-in?
The weigh-in is Saturday. Yeah,
the weigh-in is Saturday, right? I think that's dope to have a weigh-in on Saturday because more people can see it when it's on. More people can see it on a Saturday when it's a Saturday. I like that.
Yeah, Friday you got the Ryan and Mario Barrios weigh-in. Saturday is Carissa Shields and Franchon Cruz.
I'm gonna be back to get into that, but I will be back later on today. Africa, Gary Antoine, Frank Martin. I want to get into those three for a second when we come back this afternoon. I'll set it up and let y'all know how I'm gonna do it. But let's get over to our sister, Vacay Bay. 5 free. I appreciate my brothers. I'm just gonna need you guys to not have your head shiny bald when you come to the cookout. Please don't do that. Because these ladies.
Hey, my hair would never be as bald or as shiny as your belly. So you ain't gotta worry about that.
Disco ball head belly having ass.
Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe.
Hey, I had to go ahead. I tell them we cool. Oh, hey, we cool with all this. Hey, it feel good to do the donut free. Feel good doing this.
That nigga
do not go subscribe to Be Free.
Clarence belly look like patent leather. He used that as a mirror to see his feet so he could tie his shoelaces. He just looked at his stomach.
Make sure that you guys forget to subscribe to G5 and D Free. Don't subscribe to either one of them, please, y'all. Because
hey, that's disrespectful. You know? Did you know that your belly has a reflection and a shadow?
Bye. Bye, y'all. See y'all later, man.